It's going to be a brilliant encounter. Inter Milan are unbeaten on their 15 home games in the Champions League. That's their longest streak since 1980. So they'll want to continue that with Bastoni, Acerbi, and Bissek in the back line. With you've got DeMarco on the left. Dumfries the main man and the man in action from the previous fixture with Nketiah and Calhanoglu, and the machine Barella in the middle of the park for Inter in Turan, and their leader Lautaro Martinez, who was questionable for this fixture but captains the side tonight. You can also look at the bench with Zaluski and Teremi and Augusto if needed. If you want to hold the ball up, you've always got Arnautovic on the bench as well. You spoke about the wealth of experience. The average age of this Barcelona side is 26 years old, and they line up with Gerard Martin at the back, Eric Garcia and Martinez and Kubarsi in the middle, with Pedri and De Jong wanting to pull the strings in the midfield, wanting to take control of the midfield battle, and Rafinha, Olmo, and the star kid Yamal. With Ferran Torres, who has a goal in an average of every 92 minutes, and the positive for Barcelona fans is the fact that Lewandowski is back if needed.
This match is brought to you by Qatar Airways, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
Ready to go. There's the wonderkid. All eyes on Lamine Yamal. The goal he scored in the first leg. He might have got another super strike as well. Off we go. Inter in the blue and white. Blue and black striped shirts, black shorts. And Black Sox kicking from right to left in this first half. And they immediately look for Alessandro Bastoni. Left-hand side of the back three, and he's given it away quite high to Yamal. The opportunity, and it fell to Ferran Torres. It's cleared away, it's offside anyway, but we nearly had as dramatic a start as we did last week when Marcus Thuram scored in 30 seconds.
Yeah, mistake by Bastoni. Eric Garcia playing at right back, squeezed up. What a pass it was from Yamal. Looks to me as though Ferran Torres could have hit that first time, but hadn't taken the touch. And his strike block, but he was just offside.
They were brilliant early on. Inter last week. Thuram, you can see that in the middle of the picture. Davlinian is here watching on from the stands again. And yet, you always sense Barcelona were going to come back into it, and that is exactly what happened. It wasn't just the quality of the goals, and boy, were they high quality. Wonderful performances last week. Pedri in midfield was astounding.
Well, he's a top-class player. Took time after his injuries to get back to the top form we saw him in when he first came into the Barcelona side and the Spanish side, but this season he's been absolutely brilliant.
3-3 from the first leg. Inter have been victorious in 15 of their 21 UEFA ties in which they've recorded a first leg away draw. Statistics don't mean a lot when you've got a night like this. Cherby thought it was a decision that should have gone Inter's way. But here is Frenkie de Jong, who, as we mentioned in the first leg, has made such a difference since he came back from that long ankle injury back in October. He's had a terrific 2025 Barcelona. Since the winter break, they've won 24 of 30 games. Hasn't he done a great job?
He's done brilliantly for them. Changed everything. Previous manager, Xavi moaned about having too many youngsters, didn't have enough money to spend. Things weren't going right higher up in the club. Hansi Flick has come in and said these players are good enough. Some of these youngsters are brilliant. I'm going to play them. And he's played this very high outside line, and they pass it forward, and they run forward, something they didn't do under Xavi.
There is Pedri. Back to Inigo Martinez, the old man in the side. But he's done so well to keep his place here, playing alongside Pau Kubasi, 15 years his junior, the man inside the penalty area there.
We heard Hansi Flick talk before the game. He was asked the question, why didn't you play Arujo at centre half and Martinez at left back? He said because the two centre halves have got a great relationship and they've been excellent for him this season. So he just wanted to keep those two together.
Yamal skip beyond two. Then came the inevitable Di Marco challenge. It's a free kick, and coach of Inter Milan, Simone Inzaghi, was asked how are you going to stop this young man, and he says it's a collective issue. The whole team has to be responsible. He's going to get a few whacks like that.
Hansi Flick had something to say, so did Arujo from the sidelines. Martinez has just come across and had a word with him. Let me do the refereeing.
I don't think I've ever seen him lose control of a game. He had his flash spots in that World Cup final in Qatar, especially leading up to the shootout. Thuram tracking back. 18 goals for him this season. 14 in the league, that's his best ever return. Barrella's such a fine player. He missed one Champions League game. Very little between them in the group stage. Inter finished fourth, Barcelona finished second, of the one goal difference. And there was a low cross into the penalty, it was a dangerous one as well. Rafinha nearly found his mark in there. De Jong felt he was fouled. Barella has given it away. And there was Garcia quite high up. He's continued his run. Yamal knows to bend it.
Hello everybody, good evening, what's up? कैसे हैं आप सब? This is Himanshu Jain signing in from New Delhi, India, and welcome to today's Watch Along live stream guys of a very important match in this season's UEFA Champions League. It's Inter versus Barcelona, semi-final second leg. The first leg finished with a score of 3-3 last week, and today both the teams are in their best form to crack out this match and qualify for finals of this season's UEFA Champions League, which is due to held on 31st of May at Munich Arena. So let's have a look at the lineups of today's match. So Inter is going with their favorite and a typical 3-5-2 formation under Simone Inzaghi. Yannick Sommer is acting as the goalkeeper tonight with Bisek, Asarbi and Bastoni, three central defenders. Then five in the midfield, Dumfries, Barella, Karanoglu, Mkhitaryan and Di Marco, and two forwards, Martinez and Thuram. Whereas Barcelona is playing 4-2-3-1 formation tonight, with Torres leading the line once again in absence of Robert Lewandowski, who has made the bench tonight, which is a good news for them. Then we have three in the midfield, Rafinha on the left, Yamal on the right, Olmo acting as the attacking midfielder for tonight, Pedri and De Jong, two central midfielders, with Martin, Martinez, Kovacic and Garcia, four defenders, and Wojtek Szczesny as the goalkeeper. So in first 6 minutes of the match, both the teams are uh, trying to push each other as much as possible, and we do have the probability available, which is equal for both at this moment, which is 37%. So in the weekend league match, Inter was able to rest all, I think, 8 of their first 11 players, and tonight all the important players are able to play, whereas Barcelona is missing or maybe going to miss Robert Lewandowski, which definitely I believe will come on. I think depending upon the scoreline or how the match goes forward. So guys, poll is opened up. Looking forward to receive your votes.
29 goals between the pair.
As Hansi Flick said, Lamine Yamal is going to act as the most important player for Barcelona tonight. So let's see how the thing goes. I believe the front three for Barcelona are going to act as the most important players tonight. I mean Yamal, Torres and Rafinha. Rafinha is the second highest goal scorer in the Champions League this season for Barcelona with 13. I think two behind Guresi or maybe one behind Guresi.
Looks for the raiding Dumfries. Goes beyond Gerard.
Oh, Dumfries has been pushed back.
Away against him, putting back on him.
Nice, amazing. Oh, what a run by Dumfries. And he was able to win the one-on-one battle against Martin.
I think that's where Inter can get some success. They did last week. Just couldn't find the final pass, could he?
Ferran Torres came off the craggy veteran defender Francesco Acerbi. Sixth start in the Champions League in a row. Only featured twice in the group games.
So going with the probability, let's say if Inter does not qualify for the finals, and let's say Manchester United qualify for next season's Champions League by winning the Europa League, is there a possibility, or is there any possibility at all that Manchester United can go for Lautaro Martinez signing?
Rafinha 20 Champions League goal involvements this season, a club record. 14 goals needed to level Lionel Messi's club record. He has 12. Kickoff on his kick. What a risky ball. Very, very risky. Martinez just nearly cut out by
Inter Milan
Mkhitaryan.
took the ball from Barcelona.
Yamal. That's Çalhanoğlu running into trouble again to Yamal. He's ahead of Lionel Messi at this stage of his season in terms of stats. His 100th game for the club came last week in the first leg. Scored and hit the post as well. And a lot of people are saying he's the world's best 17-year-old ever. Today wasn't bad. I was
So
lucky
the
enough to see
commentators are
Maradona
talking
at that
about
age.
Lamine
I
Yamal.
would still put Maradona a little bit ahead of him because Maradona had more physicality.
Here's the skill that he does possess. Knows exactly where the space is. Good strength. And he didn't quite find the right pass at the end of it, but
Yeah, we all know he is one of the most promising players
absolutely
in the
superb.
entire world at
Plenty
this
for him
moment,
to
for sure.
always see them together.
Number one fan, isn't he? Araujo. But they are chances in the back sometimes, Barcelona, especially with that high line. Tied it up by Bastoni. And here's Sommer, who has 7 clean sheets this season in 12 Champions League matches. No one can compare to that. Rafinha.
So have a look at the stats. Possession is in favor of Barcelona, not by much, 57
Barcelona having more of
percentage
the
to
ball.
43 percentage. No team has been able to
61%
score a
of it in the
single
opening
shot so
12
far
minutes.
in
Not
the
a
first 12
great
minutes.
surprise,
So
I
it is
guess.
a little bit a strange statistic, as we know both the teams are the top teams this year round.
Barcelona with the touch. Another extravagant young talent
Another
coming
brilliant
through at
statistic for
18.
Inter Milan is that they have not lost last
There's a
15
good
UEFA
turnaround
Champions
coming
League
before he
matches.
joined Barca. Lautaro Martinez. That's
No,
offside surely
he's
against
offside.
Thuram. Well, the flag has stayed down. Thuram.
Come
Good stop by
on,
Chesney, and then the flag
Thuram,
goes
what
up.
did you do,
But he
man?
looked yards
At
offside.
least you should have scored a goal.
there's the front two trying to combine. Martinez maybe just took a little too long to get his pass away, but that's the way you can break
Correct.
Barcelona down. That high line again. He just needed to see the pass had fractured earlier. Lautaro Martinez. First warning really for Barcelona.
Thuram's 350th career game at club level. 95 goals in that time. Here's Pedri, who has this ability to glide on the ball and looks for a pass whenever he has it.
Just looking at the Inter shape, the players that are always spare for the opposition often get easy possession of the two fullbacks, which I don't think that's going to worry Inter because the two fullbacks, in my view, are probably Barcelona's weakest players on the ball. Eric Garcia and Gerard Martin.
Okay.
That side has lost its way this season. 3 defeats in 5. We're off the top of
A
Serie
team
A.
has
They went
reached
out
a
of
semi-final
the
with these two weakest players as per the
Italian Cup.
commentators. I think it's really
Beaten
cool of them to say this.
by neighbours Milan 3-0 in the second leg of the semi-final. First leg had finished 1-1. And Torres tried to find Olmo. Tied it up by Çalhanoğlu. Eric Garcia back to Olmo. Poor clearance away initially it was by
Okay, some
Shelby.
pressure being put by Barcelona
And
into
here's
Milan.
Pedri. Yamal steps back onto the left foot. Had an opportunity to play to Eric Garcia, but he's brimful of confidence.
Yeah, he just gets away from Mkhitaryan.
Inter Milan defense
Who,
cannot
at the moment, is the first player to go
cannot
and close him down.
give
Dimarco then backs
Lamine
him up.
Yamal even a 0% throw-in.
Mkhitaryan's got a big job
Try a shot.
on his hands here. Good, great turn from Mkhitaryan.
Lautaro Martinez has a high
Nice.
ball to Dimarco.
No, a little bit
Chesney saw
far
it
away,
coming.
and Chesney was able to cut off. So he
It's
pushed the
cleared
ball.
away by the former Juventus goalkeeper who retired in August, got the opportunity to resurrect his career at Barcelona, and what an opportunity it is. Barella making the move now for Inter. Can stretch
Nice.
this Barcelona defence.
Nice build up by Inter. Yes. The players are pushing forward slowly.
Not a pass. Come on.
Come on.
The flag stayed down. I don't know whether he's just
You were
onside, man. I don't think he has. No, I don't think
what
he
a
has.
weak effort.
He was onside, as you can see.
Come on.
Martinez tried to step up, but was a fraction late. He didn't really make the most of it. It's a poor effort in the end from Turan.
Yes,
Space was down the
very
side of
pure
Kabasi rather than chopping it back onto his right foot. That's why he's
Pure
frustrated.
effort.
4 Champions League goals for him this season. He's one of the players rested at the weekend. There's that high line. Kabasi heads it away. DiMarco following up, wants to release it.
No.
Lautaro Martinez. It's a good shot for Barcelona that Kabasi got his foot in the way.
Nice pressure by Inter once again, taking the ball away from Barca. Yes, they were successful. Right.
Chopped across by Mkhitaryan. And then Gerard Martin hoists a fairly hastened ball. When you think about it.
So none of the sides are looking settled so far. They are into rush of scoring a goal. But I still believe the attack made by Inter Milan has still been a lot better as compared to Barcelona this time around.
Martinez is in the middle. And a brilliant clearance away for Barcelona by Inigo Martinez.
Really good play.
Had
They just play around Yamal to
space to
start.
give a
Eric
proper cross,
Garcia's
but
high
it
up
was
the
well
field
cut
because
off.
he's closed down DiMarco. Now he can't be seen. And the pass isn't quite good enough.
Yeah,
Excellent
right.
defended. Got himself back into a great position. Inigo Martinez. Mkhitaryan, could he just bent it a little bit closer to the 6-yard box? Maybe so.
And the 33-year-old heavily tattooed defender pumped his fists as if he'd scored the winning goal. In your own corner, that clearance was. Gianolio with the corner kick. First of the game. Put it back out wide.
Well, they didn't defend set plays particularly well last week, did they, Barcelona? Conceded a couple of goals.
Hansi Flick was asked about that before that, wasn't he, about the dangerous set pieces. He didn't seem that concerned. Bastoni will take this long. Aiming towards
Another corner for Inter Milan.
And he's won the corner kick.
Well, then he got a touch. Barcelona would have been in trouble here. Actually, should have got a touch. Somebody should be in front of him, stopping him getting an easy path to the ball.
Normally you would say the first goal in this tie would be crucial, but such a myriad of riches out there.
Another corner for Inter Milan.
Shot from Gianolio was deflected. It's a flurry of 3 corners for his side.
De Jong is the only player going out there when they take that short corner. Had to deal with 2v1. It's him that got the block on it.
Gianolio, another one of the Inter players in their 30s. It's an aging side against the young Tyros of Barcelona. Lautaro trying to lose his marker in the middle. Garcia got a touch. Here's DiMarco, who started the game strongly in an offensive way. Runs at Yamal. He won it back and can turn away. Well, Freddy, the first touch was superb, but he's wasted it.
Nice. Poor pass, poor ball by Barcelona player. And Inter Milan's Bissek cut the ball. Ball back to Inter Milan. In a form of free throw.
Have to say at the moment, Inter are finding it quite easy to get from one end of the field to the other. Sprint particularly down this left-hand side with DiMarco and Bastoni.
In 64 and 65 in 2010. to run pulled back. Referee says no. Chimaronyu out wide. Here's Barella.
Nice
Shot.
shot, nice shot.
After which Chesney who gathers at the
Nice
second
shot,
attempt.
Barella.
Well, they've done their homework. They're finding runs to get in behind this Barcelona line. Great strike as well.
Amazing. What a spinning strike, but straight to Chesney, unfortunately. Once again, Inter stole the ball. Ah, no, you gave up the ball so easily, man. Nice. Come on, come on, come on, come
Champions,
on.
an opportunity. Dumfries is in there.
Yes. Inter Milan has scored. Come on. Yes. What a pressure by the block. Amazing.
So very crucial to them. And he puts Inter ahead.
Well, at the moment, they're being cut open too easily. They win the ball back. Just here. Great closing down.
Amazing,
They're just putting the next
amazing.
ball in behind Barcelona. They're out of shape. Dumfries picks the right pass.
Amazing assist
And
by
it's a
Dumfries and
easy finish.
a very
So
easy and
now
cool finish by
Lautaro
Inter.
Martinez. No chance for Chesney.
So
What a big
pressure
moment
for
for
5
Inter.
minutes and
9
Barcelona
of
has
his
won 1-0
22
down.
goals this season have come in this competition. They're unbeaten
Nice.
in 15 Champions League home games, a club record going back to September 2022. And all of a sudden, a tricky night becomes a very awkward
Lautaro
one for
Martinez scored
Barcelona.
9 goals
Never lost a
this season.
Champions League European Cup semi-final game at home.
9 goals.
Well, all season we've been talking about Barcelona. Will somebody find a way of breaking down this high offside line? Well, they have a bad day at the office. At the moment, Inter look as though they know how to break it down. We're in a bit of trouble here, Barcelona.
Amazing play by
I
Inter.
have to be honest and
Amazing.
admit that I fancy
Great
Barcelona
pressure.
for this tie all the way up to the eve of the first
Barcelona is
leg when I
looking
looked at
rusty.
the ages of the Inter players and thought,
They are.
can Barcelona's runners, the young players, rip them to shreds? But at the back they've been suspect in both games, and here's De Jong now. Rafinha. Gerard Martin.
Let's not forget, Barcelona have been down in a lot of games this season and still come back, even when they've been 2-0 down, come back and won games with ease.
Yamal. Capable of mostly everything. But unhappy there.
Come on, Yamal. Don't cry like a baby now.
Probably was a foul by Di Marco there. Get another little go here. But the referee was trying to play advantage. Just didn't quite work out in the end for them.
Yes. 2-0 against Athletic in the Copa del Rey semi-final first leg. It came back to 4-4. They were behind against Celta Vigo only recently. Won that game 4-3, I think it was. Kubasi heads away now. And only last week they came back from a worse position than this. Martinez. Here's Pedri.
Come on, guys, come on.
Rafinha coming into the middle. Dani Olmo. See very little of him. Yamal. Garcia is backing him up. Whips the cross in. Headed away by Bisek.
Come on, Turan, what are you
Pedri
doing,
thought
man?
about a shot. Garcia won't want to shoot.
No,
Looks
no,
at
no,
Pedri. Clever
no,
ball.
no, no.
Cuts it back into the middle. There was Olmo. Pedri said have a check here for handball.
Good play from Pedri. Well, this is where they wanted the handball. I'm not sure it was. Well, there's a big chance in the end for Dani Olmo when it came down to him. Yes, he's on the ground. But just couldn't get it goalwards.
Everything that could be a penalty is always checked by VAR, and they're in the ear now of the referee, Simon Marciniak.
It was a Cherry, I think.
So they're checking for the handball. No, man. No.
I didn't hit him on the top of the arm, but no. I think that's the right decision.
As usual, Barcelona players will always try to push the referee to go for the check.
When he looks at the player knows,
Just a waste
I think,
of time
not to argue
games.
with him. He's just got that aura about him, this Polish referee. Not officiated either of these two teams yet this season. Has been here for Milan against Final. And he sent off one per side. Rafinha tried to dig it infield.
He's not been able to affect the game so far, Rafinha. Most of his good work this season has been running in behind the opposition. Hasn't been able to do that just yet.
Kubasi won it. Thuram was done brilliantly here.
Oh, nice
Kubasi
kick
just
by
dropped off the
Thuram.
yard.
At the end, could not keep the ball with him.
Frankie de Jong for Barcelona. Trailing as they did in the first leg. Inter lead it 4-3 on aggregate. Pedri, the metronome of the first leg, controlled its tempo. Lamine Yamal, 2 on it. Difficult for Olmo to do anything with that ball, tied it up by Mkhitaryan. Given away, that can be costly by Di Marco.
You could have cleared the ball over.
That's it
Clear
now,
the ball, yes. Nice.
moved up towards Thuram, but the
Nice.
runners here. Dumfries has a look, plays to Martinez, back goes to you, we'll have to chase Watford again.
It's the wrong angle on the pass, wasn't it? He had to play that in behind. Here we go.
Here's Olmo. He's got Ferran Torres on his left-hand side. Olmo, hesitant. Torres looks exasperated.
And it was a recovery in Chalanolu that just put him off to start with. It might have just come off the heel of the Cherry. He didn't look
Milan's
overly
attack
confident there, did he,
into
Daniel,
counter-attack.
as he ran forward?
Nice recovery by Inter Milan.
Didn't have a great first leg, did he?
Well, he was upset about being taken off as well, wasn't he? It's been a fairly inconsistent season for Daniel. On certain occasions, he's played brilliantly, so clever in and around the box. Other games, like the first 28 minutes here, doesn't do a lot.
Here comes the corner kick, headed away well by Henrik Mkhitaryan, who did have a good first leg. He has his veterans in the side. Mkhitaryan 36, Chalanoglu 31, Acerbi 36 on 36. Here's Pedri, one of these great young Barcelona talents at 22. Angel Garcia to make the run inside. De Jong.
Nice tackle.
Opportunities to play left-hand side.
Almost got you.
Martinez wants it. Sort of Martinez further across. Rafinha's in at centre forward at the moment. Pedri, shooting opportunity.
Not one of his better ones. Pedri, but they worked too early, found that bit of space. Went one side, came back into the centre. Chalanoglu was out of position. And he just got underneath him. Pedri.
See the players sweating up. It is a humid evening in northern Italy. Humidity up around about the 80% mark. Temperatures at kickoff 16 degrees Celsius. Pedri, Ferran Torres, Bissek took it off him. Oh, and he crashed to the ground, he slid to the ground. Look at the backspin on that.
I think he kicked it from one leg onto the other.
No!
Here's Rafinha though for Barcelona, in towards Torres. And an important touch on it by Bastoni.
What a mistake by Barella.
That's Barella that gives the ball away. Now, does Ferran Torres miss it? No, it's good defending. And he's beyond that near post. It's always going to be difficult to get it on target. He got a flick on it.
Pressure on Inter as they defend this 1-0 lead on the night, 4-3 on aggregate. Goalkeeper comes, punches it away, could have caught it, chest tight. Goalkeepers don't anymore.
That's an easy take, I would say. He would claim that he's cleared the danger. He's got it 10 yards from the halfway line with his punch.
As they have fallen away this season on 3 fronts, which is their lead in this semi-final. They've only kept 1 clean sheet in 11 games, most unlike Inter.
So Inter is
Threaded the
maintaining the match
Petri again allowed to run. Not the best of
well.
passes that though to Dani Olmo.
This time,
He's
not
won it
giving
back.
Barcelona a lot of chances.
Multi with the cross looking
Making
for Ferran Torres again,
oh,
punched
he should
away
have
by
caught the ball,
Zon.
man. Crossed by Rafinha, but into the hands of someone who clears it. Does not keep the ball.
Petri having so much of the ball, they're letting him have it. Here's Rafinha. Comes back to Petri, opportunity to get wide left. Here's Rafinha. Dion. Sort of on a spin past Gerard Martin. It's almost as if they don't want to give the ball out wide to Martin.
And his crossing over the course of the season hasn't been particularly good. It's actually worse when he's got more time to cross it. Think about it.
Italy against the top scorers in this season's Champions League. 40 goals they've scored in this competition of the 160 they've netted all campaign. 29th in this competition, a joint competition record with Real Madrid. Inter no mugs either, an 18th Champions League campaign.
No, Thuram, it was not a foul, man. Come on, get up.
Well, it's finely balanced, isn't it? Every time Inter goes forward, you think they might have a chance of getting in behind Barcelona when Barcelona have got so much ability. They need more from Ferran Torres and they need more from Dani Olmo at the moment. Ferran Torres, when the ball has come into him, he's lost possession too many times.
Mkhitaryan. Bastoni again stepping forward and on the charge here. Nico Martinez steps across, playing the right hand side of the defence there momentarily. Here's Dani Olmo. This was taken by Di Marco.
Well, the players, Barcelona players, are suggesting that Di Marco has made 3 or 4 fouls now and should get a yellow card.
Yamal skips beyond Di Marco. There's the cover again from Mkhitaryan. The crossing from Garcia. Ferran Torres was there. And that's an opportunity and a really big one.
What a chance.
Eric Garcia.
What a...
So why didn't you head it to Rafinha? It was a really good ball played in. I think Ferran Torres saying there's a bit of holding going on in the box.
What were you doing, guys?
That was a good ball played by Eric Garcia.
And Ferran Torres got confused.
I wonder if Rafinha thought he'd run offside.
Going to score.
So he didn't make an effort to go for it.
Imagine the way to Inter's 2010 success in this competition. In the group stage, when it was a 0-0 draw here and Barca won in Spain, and then in the semi-final where Inter won the home leg 3-1. Gerard Piqué scored in the second leg, but Inter held on, reached the final, beat Bayern, it's their 3rd crown.
Isn't that where the term "park the bus" was invented?
Yeah.
Kubasi.
They held on and they held on and they held on, didn't they? Martin, inaccurate again with the pass. Lise. Big turning circle there for him. This one Champions League game, the man brought into the club.
Might be thinking, what is actually
2 years
happening?
ago this coming summer from Aarhus, big step up for him. Sometimes you look at his positional sense and think, I wonder. Towards Lautaro Martinez. Pedri, lovely drop of the shoulder. Dani Olmo, the miles to his right hand side, played in here. Yamal. Oh, two minds. Was he going for goal? Was he going to pass it to Ferran Torres? It's gone wide.
Well, they won the ball back here. Every player's around the ball. That's what they do well, Barcelona. Pedri again links up the play.
It was a great
Olmo
chance
is
for
waiting to get the
Barcelona
pass
to
right.
equalize.
And he just gets it on his right foot, just rushes his shot, toe pokes it in the end.
Olmo was definitely fouled in the build-up. Martinez got back and fouled it.
I think the referee thought about giving a free kick.
No.
Maybe he has done.
Yeah, I think he's pulled it back.
No.
It's a goal kick, is it?
Nice.
Still looking at the referee's stand corner foul for that.
Great decision.
But again, the referee
You
tried
got
to
the
play
advantage,
advantage,
man.
and if
Come on,
Yamal
Barcelona.
scores, it would have been
Cry
brilliant
like
advantage.
babies.
He did get a yellow card.
But yeah,
Çalhanoğlu for that challenge.
Çalhanoğlu has got the yellow card, but the decision went Inter Milan's way.
Inter have a slender advantage. Can't get yellow cards, suspensions at this stage. You'll be suspended for the final if you're red carded. Thuram battling. Varela follows it up. He's Dental Dumfries looking for Martinez. The shot from Varela. Blocked by Inigo Martinez.
So just to
Martinez has
summarize,
got his head
Inter
in his
Milan
hands,
is
because he
leading
knows a
Barcelona
better
by one
pass
goal
or a
to
better
nil,
cross from
and with an
Dumfries.
overall
He
aggregate
was
of
in
4
again.
to 3. And in today's match, which is the second leg, Lautaro Martinez has scored in the 21st minute.
Still Barcelona with 62% of the ball. Still at times Inter
Was from
exposing the
Dumfries.
Catalan defence. Big set challenges for it. Hit. Wow.
Oh, that was
But
a
hit
nice shot
wide.
from Mkhitaryan.
It's Mkhitaryan with the strike.
Oh, what a volley this is. It's right through the back of it. Oh, he's just going wide of the far post. Had it been in the corner, Chesney wouldn't have got anywhere near it. He's late to see it.
I think Chesney
One
totally
goal
missed
this
it.
season came against Juventus back in October. A regular in this Champions League campaign. Giving that away high. Rafinha's touching now. Gerard Martina, too many bodies around it.
Once
Barella
again,
working
Barcelona
hard.
players
They
are
love it here.
just falling around.
First came to the fore under
So
Antonio
easily falling on
Conte
the ground,
when he was the manager of Inter.
thinking that referee will give a goal against.
Did a really good
Milan
job
in favor
in
of
the
them.
second season winning the title.
But
It was during the COVID years.
no.
No crowd inside the stadium.
Champions League runner-up, Barella won the European Championship with Italy, of course. Had a major role in that summer. Still does for his country. Played recently in a couple of games against Germany. Here's Eric Garcia. Kubasi. De Jong, nice touch. Pedri having a look. Strokes the pass to Yamal. Dimarco, Mkhitaryan doubling up. The drift between the two of them. That's what he's trying to do. That's what he's done. And then he slipped on the ball. Bastoni made
Come
the
on,
challenge.
Yamal, get
But
up,
the
man.
way he slipped could be costly.
Once
I think he's
again,
rolled his
crying like a
ankle.
baby, man. Come on, it was not a foul.
Here's
Referee was
Garcia.
right there
No,
in
he's
front
okay.
of you.
Yamal. Barcelona side, huge sigh of relief up in the stands.
Diver.
Here's Rafinha. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Needed to stick with him, it didn't. And Thuram brings it
Come on,
away.
come on, time to
And
go
here's
on,
the
man.
finishing speed
Nice,
and power
nice,
of
nice.
Denzel
Relax.
Dumfries. Lautaro Martinez is in the middle.
Relax. No.
That's a bit of imagination there. Playing the percentages maybe. Anyway, it's gone off Martinez.
Yeah, I think the ball needed to be straighter inside the defender. Just pushed him that little bit wider. But again, great skill from Yamal to go in between, as you mentioned. Could go in between the two players, which he did. But then Bastoni does well. Slides in, makes himself big. Certainly no foul there.
Yamal always doing like this.
Dumfries will take the throw. The big Rotterdam born Dutch international. Looking for Thuram. Start away.
Oh,
What an opportunity that is for Çalhanoğlu.
Çalhanoğlu, come on.
And it comes on his weaker, still a very good two-footed player, but it comes on his weaker left foot.
Nice play.
What a chance. And then Torres went to sleep on the edge of the box. Çalhanoğlu just walked off the back of him. Completely miskicks it. Big chance.
He's 10 goals this season, 6 of them from the Polish squad. Scored the goal that beat Arsenal here earlier on in the competition in the group stage. With just 3 wins in their last 11 games, lead Barcelona, who've won 24 of their last 30. Martin's touch was awful. He breaks here then for Mkhitaryan, sets Lautaro Martinez away. Brilliant challenge by Pau Kubasi.
Well, he had to get that absolutely right. If he's going to go to ground, he's got to get the ball. Inzaghi's claiming it's a foul. It should be a penalty.
Look
But
at
it looked to be a really good tackle to me, as it did to you, I think.
He's being checked for the
taking the ball out of the game. Martinez on the ground.
Here's Rafinha boost from the Inter
Lautaro
fans.
Martinez
Because
on the ground
Lautaro
from
stayed
the
down for a while.
foul.
So too, by the way, did Pau Kubasi. The referee stopped it now because of the injury to the Inter captain and goal scorer.
The only question mark is, does he go through Lautaro Martinez to get to the ball? We'll see from that angle. This is a better one. No, I think he wins the ball. Wonderful challenge. And he had to get that, as I said, absolutely right. Just been told to calm down Inzaghi, which he's doing.
There's a VAR check for a potential penalty.
The fourth official he was who told him to calm down. Rakowski, Daniel Rakowski.
Great tackle. It's a great tackle, yeah.
No,
although the person that
he
touches
did
the ball
not.
is Martinez. That's why it goes up at that angle. But it's still touch and go.
Oh, this could be interesting.
Very obvious. Is he being told
I think
to
it
go
will
to
be
the
a TV
screen? If
review.
he does, yes,
Yeah,
he'll get a penalty here.
come on.
So that last angle looks as if Inter had a really good case. From what looked like a brilliant challenge.
It was because the ball went off at an angle, you assume Kubasi got the touch. But it looks as though it's Martinez, just there, his foot that touches the ball, though he's slipping over.
Oh.
Again, it's very difficult. It's such a tight one.
They give a penalty here.
Yes.
Spot kick for Inter. 90 seconds before the end of the first
Barcelona
half.
to losers.
And this could be so decisive. Anti-flick
Bye
is
bye,
absolutely
Bye bye.
incandescent. And now it's up to Wojciech Szczesny. He's faced 90 penalties in his career and saved 20. That's not a bad return for a goalkeeper. Well, they'll say, of course, he was the last offender, but was an honest attempt at a challenge. So there's no double jeopardy.
He's explaining, the referee, to the Barcelona players that it was Martinez that actually got a touch on the ball, and Kubasi caught Martinez. I mean, it's so tight. At first, and a lot of the replays, to me, it looked like a great tackle, but when you saw that last one from the other side, he does catch him.
Çalhanoğlu scored 6 penalties this season. This will be a huge step for Inter towards the final. Closing seconds of the first half. He's normally so steady from this distance. Xavi's encroaching at the moment. Çalhanoğlu scores. Have Inter got one foot in the final in Munich? On the night it's 2-0 and they lead 5-3 on aggregate. They've been in this position before. They squandered it last week. Surely they can't do the same again this week. Inter 2, Barcelona.
Well, the penalty was never in doubt, was it? Chalanolu sends Chesney the wrong way. Good power. What a big moment just before half time. Well, there's still a lot of arguing going on. The referee's going to have to calm everybody down here. Barcelona players are not upset now. Dumfries and Acerbi. Well, Dumfries is trying to get Acerbi away. He was having a row, I think, with Inigo Martinez. But this is a good penalty. Sends him the wrong way, in the corner.
What
2-0
happened?
Inter.
Super technique. And they are celebrating in Milan at this moment. Not all of them could watch. Giuseppe Marotta up in the stands. Took over in June of last year after the acquisition of the club by Oaktree Capital Management. The demise of Sule, that controversial period.
Everybody's just got to calm themselves down here. It's no good Barcelona being upset. They've got to focus. They've got to
Checking
get
something once
somehow
again.
get themselves back into the game.
He's been told here what happened off the ball after the Chalanolu penalty.
Inigo Martinez was certainly the player involved, along with Acerbi.
You saw Pepe say to the referee, "Come on." Can they produce another wonderful comeback? Missing the fullbacks, so costly for them. Out there by Acerbi. Back by Frenkie de Jong. Here's Rafinha, who's been very, very quiet. He didn't keep the ball in play.
Barcelona can't start to think that everything's going against them and the referee's against them. They've got to get their focus back here. Hansi Flick's got a big half-time team talk to give because, as we mentioned earlier, they have come back many times this season from losing positions to go and win the game. They can still do it today.
Maybe 3 minutes of stoppage time play. Out by Kubasi, who would have felt he made a perfect challenge, but he didn't. And VAR told the referee to give the penalty, and he did. And it'll be interesting to see what happens now as the players leave the field of play where calm is needed. Martinez puts Inter ahead after 20 minutes. The penalty by Chalanolu on the stroke of half-time perhaps has given them 1 foot in the final. Perhaps, Stuart.
Perhaps. But everybody's got to calm themselves down. It's been a great first half again. But Inter find themselves in front. Can they hang on?
What a
Can
strong
Barcelona turn
play
things
by Inter
around here?
Milan.
It's going to be difficult for them.
What a
2-0
way
to
to
Inter
lead
on the
the
night.
second leg.
5-3.
Come on, Inter. I believe in you. Come on. What a.
This match is brought to you by Woolies.
Okay, guys, we are off to half-time break. See you all after 15-16 minutes. And we will
Robin
resume
did
our stream
mention San
once
Siro
the
will be a
second half starts.
Colosseum, and
Thank
it
you so
really
much for
felt
tuning in.
like that in the first
If you
half.
like the stream,
What
please
a start by
subscribe
Inter.
to my channel,
They gave
watch,
Barca a taste of their own
share,
medicine. The
like,
pressing
comment,
from them was
and
beautiful,
let me
which
know if you would
resulted
like
in
to
Martinez scoring the first. And late in the
be a
first half,
partner to this channel in
controversy
any way.
because of which
Thank you so
Inter
much.
Milan
See
lead
you after
two
20
goals to
minutes.
none.
This match is brought to you by Woolies, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
अरे ये क्या है रेड रोज इट गिव्स यू विंग्स अब हिलने की जरूरत नहीं ट्राई करके देखो
ये विंग्स वाली बस बेकार है या फिर मैंने कोई गलती की होगी?
Hey, we're losing it, Rose. Guys, we're losing it. We're losing vitamins and minerals every day. Win it back with Centrum Recharge. It has protein, vitamins, and minerals for energy, immunity, and hydration. Centrum Recharge. Recharge India.
Feeling tired and weak? Despite having a full meal, imagine this jar is your daily nutritional requirement. In goes your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this gap is called Nutrition Gap. I recommend Centrum Multivitamins Daily. Its vitamins and minerals give you energy, immunity, and more.
नया स्मूथ लस्सी को Have the new smooth lassi. Love it.
Taco Bell, Naked Veggie Taco.
Soya है naked, carrot है naked, veggie crunch है naked, shell veggie है naked. Make it for real.
Dinner at my place?
Perfect. Flat 15% off on all IKEA furniture. Perfect timing.
Enjoy Del Smooth के 4 जबरदस्त flavors. Also smooth. सपने सब देखते हैं पर कुछ बावली होते हैं सपने जो रेगिस्तान को गुलिस्तान बनाने की जुर्रत करते हैं ऐसे ही अतरंगी सतरंगी सपनों के साथ जुड़ा है कोटक ताकि आप हर चुनौती का सामना कर सकें और दुनिया को कह दिखाएं हौसला है तो हो जाएगा
If you're a neutral, you're absolutely enjoying what you're seeing. If you're an Inter fan, I'm sure it's in heaven right now. Martinez was about to score the first goal. The staff is celebrating. Zanetti, the legend, is celebrating, and Chiranongi from the spot. Welcome back, everyone. This is Championship Churcha. Villa lead by 2 goals to nothing. Let's dive straight into it. Was it a hit?
Yes. I told you from the first angle it was a pen because the way he slid in, the ball was not going to get that back. You could see that the way he's come in, he's come on a diagonal, and this is the cleverness of wealth of it.
That angle, it looked like he got the ball, but this was the decisive angle.
Because this is the angle you saw first. Because the wealth of experience that Martinez has, he was always going to put his body between man and ball. So Barsi, the young boy with the hot blood, means each time we're on another game where he did the same sliding tackle and gave away the penalty. It's you know that's coming, and that I think somewhere Martinez knew, and that penalty from Chennai is corner, well placed, Chesney with no chance. But the only thing that I can say is there are more goals in this game, and that half time came at the right time for Inter. Yeah. They were beginning to tire out. Barcelona had control of the game.
And to make things better, they scored at the end of the half, the first half. Kabir, just what did you make of the first half?
It was incredible, intense, and lived up to the hype from the first leg. Still a long way to go, of course. 45 minutes with Barcelona, anything can happen, but things are really up and down.
Yeah, I mean, tactical masterclass from Inzaghi because I mentioned a taste of their own medicine. The way in the first 20 minutes, Kabir, the Inter were pressing was unbelievable, and that resulted in the first goal as we have a look at this.
Yeah, absolutely. Winning the ball in the middle, DeMarco gets it, plays it beautifully to Thuram or Dumfries rather, and then captain Otaro Platinum, and that he's never going to miss that.
What a move, Robin. The intensity over here. I think I will define this as intensity.
I think I would define this as up together, down to they, as Rajaji said, they went up chasing the ball. They gave Barcelona a taste of their own medicine. Not aware, not even thinking that somebody like DeMarco, who's on the wing, will come down and win the ball in the middle of the park. And the awareness to release that ball quickly. If I can hold both the legs into comparison right now, today Inter is just releasing the ball a lot quicker than they did in the first leg. So, and I think that's been the difference maker in the game today at the moment, but I can still see goals in this game.
Yeah, because Inter are defending really well. Barcelona have had a few chances. Pedri is getting a lot of space. But speaking of Inter's point of view, Zishan, Inter are defending for their lives.
Absolutely, because Barcelona, you see, they get in some good spaces, but just as आपकी pace है of Inter Milan to come back and recover those balls, up together, down together, exactly the same. See, you don't see Inter usually pressing so high. When they get together up top, तो वो बहुत तेजी से players को close down करें, but you don't expect a player like Dani Olmo's quality to lose the ball in the middle of the park. The worst thing that you can do in a football game is lose the ball in the middle of the park ताकि आप centrally exploit हो. Yeah. I expected Dani Olmo. I know कि दो तीनों तरफ से pressure आ रहा है. I just hope, I wished कि उस moment पे he may have had a bit more awareness कि maybe वो ball को better control करता.
But Yamal की performance के बारे में क्या बोलेंगे?
See, let me
because
again.
he's been crowded out.
Top. See, again, when he is on the ball, जब वो dribbles and all निकाले, you can see कि वो बंदा अकेले one man mission पे है. But then he was able to be defended. Bastoni has been a rock. आज के मैच में every single time. See, he's not the first focal point of Lamine Yamal's 1v1 player. He's coming 1v1 against DeMarco. He's coming 1v1 against on the जब वो inside कट कर रहा है तब Bastoni आ रहा है उसके पास. And Bastoni has been able to defend. Yet Lamine Yamal always remains a threat आज के मैच.
I think this is Inzaghi's masterclass. In the first leg, he knew DeMarco was getting beat. So he's letting him defend Yamal away from the goal. But as soon as it comes next to the goal, it's Bastoni coming and defending. And as soon as he cuts inside, which is what DeMarco's plan is, if I have to defend him, I need a teammate with me. He's going in the midfield asking for help. He's going on the wing asking for help. So that is a great way to defend Yamal. And the credit again, I would say, goes to Inzaghi because see, the one time DeMarco's one-on-one, Yamal's gone fast. Yeah. He's waiting. But as Zishan said, they're coming back so quickly, which is great. But that pressure that Inter Milan are putting on, yeah, they don't have the legs to sustain it for 45 minutes. So they have to find trigger points where, alright, we don't go right now, stay compact.
We know, Robin, they can do that. They can sit back and defend. 2-0 lead है. It's very.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, by the way, we got just a few more minutes remaining on the show. Just use the hashtag Champions League Charcha and let us know your views. Abhishek Singh Basa's highline is like Jack Taylor. It tempts opponents to keep hitting until they bust. Unless, of course, you're the one who knows when to strike and beat the house. Yeah, that's true. Sachin is saying how the mighty gets humbled. Second half will be about Hansi Flick's response strategy, how he responds strategically. Mohit is saying my word proving true. Second half will be much more the same. Yamal and Pedri need to step up. Olmo and Torres have been mediocre. Bench them. I think Lewandowski could be the answer.
Absolutely, Lewandowski could be the answer. And seriously, I'm disappointed in Dani Olmo because ये दो fixtures जो हमारे थे इंटर मिलान के, it was about playing between the lines. And Dani Olmo is a better player हमारे इस team में नहीं है to be between the lines. And in दोनों matches में I haven't seen the real Dani Olmo step up.
Plus rested over the weekend.
Exactly.
Pedri played. Between the two, you'd think Pedri is tired.
Exactly.
But Olmo looks tired.
Yeah, absolutely. Kabir, as we go, can you just look in the camera, give us a smile? Because right now, Inter Milan are leading by 2 goals to nothing. They're just 45 minutes away from Munich. But this iconic arena will be buzzing just like it was in the first half. Barca, they made a lot of comebacks this year. Can they do that once again? Boy, they really do need it.
This match is brought to you by Men's, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
Taco Bell, naked veggie taco.
Soya है naked, carrot है naked, veggie crunch है naked, shell veggie है naked. Naked for real.
लिक्विड इसमें तो काहे पड़ेगा एसिडिटी के कारण दुनिया वेट करेगी क्या जल्द राहत के लिए सिर्फ इनो काम शुरू सिर्फ 6 सेकंड्स में इनो ऑन एसिडिटी गॉन
They're losing it. They're losing vitamins and minerals every day. Win it back with Centrum Recharge. It has protein, vitamins, and minerals for energy, immunity, and hydration. Centrum Recharge. Recharge India.
नया स्मूथ लस्सी दो
Grab the new smooth lassi. Love, love, love it. Dinner at my place? Perfect.
Flat 15% off on all IKEA furniture.
Perfect timing. Feeling tired and weak? Despite having a full meal, imagine this jar is your daily nutritional requirement. In goes your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this gap is called Nutrition Gap. I recommend Centrum Multivitamins Daily. Its vitamins and minerals give you energy, immunity, and more. Red Bull gives you wings. सपने सब देखते हैं पर कुछ बावले होते हैं सपने जो रेगिस्तान को गुलिस्तान बनाने की जुर्रत करते हैं ऐसे ही अतरंगी सतरंगी सपनों के साथ जुड़ा है कोटक ताकि आप हर चुनौती का सामना कर सकें और दुनिया को कह दिखाएं हौसला है तो हो जाएगा Enjoy Tell Smooth के 4 जबरदस्त फ्लेवर्स also smooth ये जरूर मर्डर एक केस है थोड़ी ने इतने लोगों के बीच में कर दिया
Barcelona have it all to do. They're trailing 2 goals to nothing at a very intimidating San Siro. Zishan, the players are warming up. What can Hansi Flick do in the second half?
Honest because यहाँ पे बहुत important है to get back in the game. Like Robin was saying, there are more goals in this game. I really hope so. Barcelona is a team जो कि पहला goal score करे second half में. We need one goal quickly that we can fight back. Otherwise, Lewandowski. I hope the second half में Lewa should come on. Too much camera going on the Barcelona players who are warming up. The academy players who are shown in the frame. But I'm pretty sure that Robert Lewandowski will be getting struck and will be coming on. Along with, I think हमें need पड़ेगी Fermin Lopez की. We need all of our players right now on the pitch. Right substitutions हो गए. I believe कि later on Araujo will be thrown in ताकि वो spoils को pick up कर पाए, defending कर पाए. But I think up top is where we need to be more clinical. Fermin is the guy later on important positions पे. Fermin को हमने use किया है.
Kabir, very quickly, what can we expect from Inzaghi and Inter in the second half? I think our maturity, experience, this is the time to show it. Hold on for the first 10-15 minutes, and then we'll need some of our guys like Demarco, Lautaro to come off, and we have some good guys on the bench. It is so well said. Can Yamal do what he's done throughout the season in the second half? It is 2-0 in favor of Inter.
Well, they've got to make sure they've got the concentration to start with. They lost their focus right at the end of the game, moaning about the decision and arguing with one or two of the Inter players. But they've got to play on the front foot. They've got to get their midfield players Pedri on the ball. And Rafinha's got to do more. And at some point, I'm sure we'll see Lewandowski and Fermin Lopez come on. Fernan Torres and Dani Olmo haven't affected the game enough.
One effort on target for Barcelona in the game. Yamal, and it was a comfortable save for Jan Sommer in the Inter goal. Home side with the advantage. And that long unbeaten run in this competition at home, going back to 2022. Top referee. Off we go then. Barcelona kicking from right to left in this second half. Yamal, can his influence grow? Pedri's seen a lot of the ball. Here's Rafinha. First half, Barcelona successfully passed the ball over 200 times. comparison to Inter's 82 completed passes. Garcia. Pedri. Yamal. Taken off his toes. Nearly got through to a ball by Alba. Such a lack of communication at times amongst the Barcelona players. Team news all important, of course, with Barcelona having lost their left back Balde a couple of weeks ago, having lost Koundé, injured in the first leg here. In comparison, Inter passing Lautaro Martinez bit.
And it's not just defensively where they miss out with Balde and Koundé. They're so much better in attacking areas than Garcia and Martin.
Here is Martin with the cross, eased away in the middle by Francesco Acerbi. Not missed much in the middle, the veteran defender. Inigo Martinez, Garcia, quicker out to Yamal. Back to Garcia, gets the ball out to Yamal. Bastoni's in front of him. Opportunity to glide beyond the centre back, he's done really well. The cross was behind Rafinha. Gerard Martin. And Di Marco, safety first and allowed to get to the second ball as well.
So hello everyone, welcome to the second half
It's a free kick.
watch along. So in the first 2 minutes of the second half, Barcelona is trying to replicate what Inter did with them in the first half, which is press them totally.
Frankie de Jong said he couldn't get out of the way. And Lautaro Martinez, he might have a point.
Maybe there was some harsh words from Hansi Flick, and he has asked them straight away to just push Inter back to their goal.
Sommer finds Bisek. On to Barella.
This could be the
Martin
only
was
option
there, now
available for
Pedri.
them tonight
Oh,
if they
surely
want to
he's there
come
to be
back
played
to this
inside.
match.
Comes in now. That sort of sums up Dani Olmo's day, really. Barella has it back again. Kabasi with the head forward to De Jong. They were 2-0 down in the first
Nice
they've
one.
given that away
Nice
high.
one. Come on.
Here's Marcus Thuram. Runners
Play
either side
intelligent,
of him.
smartly, go
To the
smartly.
left. Played in behind Lautaro Martinez. And the
So
return
Barcelona
was
recovered well.
disdainful.
Mkhitaryan was never going to get up there, was he? And that's why Thuram tried to play it out to Martinez.
Yamal, again isolated with
Barcelona back with the counter-attack, but no.
distribution.
Inter recovered well.
I think we've seen the pattern of this second half, haven't we? Barcelona, they're going to dominate the play, they're going to dominate the ball. They're going to be knocking at the door, and Inter will try and counter-attack at every opportunity.
Garcia. She was talking the first leg about the park, the bus. Semi-final second leg in 2010.
Come on, Inter, come on.
Will Inter park the
Now
bus
they're
in the
trying to
second
press
half? Here's Di
Barcelona.
Marco, always a willing runner down that left-hand side. And all the way back to keeper Sommer. 20 clean sheets in his 45 games this season. Those clean sheets have been something of a rarity recently. If he keeps one tonight, they're through. Now, Rafinha thought he was caught late. Here's Yamal in behind and quickly smothered. Pedri wants a penalty. It's not going to come, I don't think.
Well, just for a moment there,
Lamine Yamal
he made a bad
once
decision.
again
Desperately, he started to squeeze out the ball.
push the ref to give a penalty.
When he comes back, does use his arm.
Come on.
Then Yamal goes down rather easily. Just there.
Running right to show.
Now Barcelona will of course be saying things haven't gone their way. There's an earlier foul. Again, the referee played advantage. No penalty given there.
Come on, Yamal, you cannot go down so easily, bro.
De Jong. Here's Olmo. We know that Fermin Lopez will be jumping at the bit.
Come on. Well done,
He's
Inter,
on the
well done,
bench
come
as well.
on. Amazing. They stole the ball once again from Lamine Yamal.
Earlier, seems almost inevitable. Barcelona will call on the pair of them. Inigo Martinez, always likely to get there late, and did so on Thuram, and will get a yellow card.
Good diagonal pass. Turan took it well. Heads it into his face. Yeah, that's a poor challenge. The reason he goes to the ground is because he's worried about the pace of Turan. There's a lot of space in behind him. Quite right, he gets the yellow card for that. He was playing on the edge right at the end of the first half.
So Inigo Martinez
After
in
that
the books
penalty
as
was
well,
given, Inigo Martinez.
and because of that 2-0 lead over Inter Milan,
Losing
the
side
win
in the World Cup
probability
final
has
2022
shifted
when
entirely to
was the referee.
Inter Milan with
The winning
85%
side here tonight so
against
far
4%.
takes its place in the
Still
lead.
11%
Martinez is there with it.
believes that it's going to be
takes a
extra time.
closer look at it. In comes the free kick. It's a brilliant header. It's a brilliant free kick.
Oh, it's offside. What a nice way to get it.
All Barca do is just
No, everyone was offside. But amazing, nice try by SRB.
And he got free. Defending again was suspect. He was clearly offside. Here's Frankie de Jong. Still over 60% of possession for Barcelona. But they just haven't created enough clear-cut chances. And when half chances have come, they've been a little bit tentative. Yamal had one in the first half. Here's de Jong and Pedri. Plays this free out to Gerard Martin. Takes the return.
Now closer to the
Looking
Inter
into
Milan
shape
box.
at the back. To a man they're defending. Defending as an 11. Here's Pedri. To Yamal. Marco committed.
Once
Yamal's
again, Inter Milan
touch was
stole the ball very
tentative.
easily from them.
And off goes Henrik Mkhitaryan.
Sorry.
He's rolling the years back, Mkhitaryan. 80th game in this competition. 157th in UEFA competitions.
Oh, nice pass, amazing. No, it could not reach
Martinez to tidy up.
or any other Inter Milan player. But they were on side. Both Lautaro Martinez and Thuram were on side. I think it was an amazing, it could have been an amazing play by Inter if they were successful in converting it.
Pedri. Quite comfortable in letting him have the ball, aren't they? Here's Yamal.
Come on, Yamal, pass the ball.
Pedri. Tried to thread it through the middle. Now Martin, again no quality with the final ball from the left-hand side. That's better. Oh, it's a screamer.
Nice. So it's Eric who has scored a goal. Barca is back in the tie with 1 now. They're only 1 down now.
The first cross from Martin, as it's been for most of the evening and for most of the season when he's played, wasn't a good one, but when it comes back to him, he just plays it into the box. And Eric Garcia, with a lovely volley, has just put Barcelona back in the tie here. This is the first one. That's what I'm saying. When he's got time to pick out people, he doesn't do so. This one he just plays into a general area. And the right back, Eric Garcia, with the inside of his right boot. What a big moment here for Barcelona.
Second Champions League goal for Eric Garcia, who started at Barca, went away to Manchester City, won the League Cup. Champions League runner-up, was never really looking comfortable as a player there. And back to Barcelona, didn't look comfortable off to Girona. Stuart was telling him in the first half. What a strike that was, though. Game on.
Now they've got the lead. They've dominated the start of this second half. Augusto is going to come on.
So first sub of the game tonight,
I think.
and Inter Milan starting with their first substitution. Di Marco being replaced by Augusto on the left back.
The Brazilian international, the Emperor, his nickname is, and they brought him from Monza. Has been a regular in this competition this season. Only missed one Champions League game, not always starting, but he has started 6 of their last 8 games in all. Played off by Turan.
Oh, what a shot!
Really top-notch save to deny Barella.
By Barella, amazing.
What a time we have for you again.
Well, A lovely strike. Swirls towards the goalkeeper, gets both hands behind it. Certainly struck it cleanly, didn't he, Barella?
In my view,
Just
Inter
a throw
score
into
one more
front
goal.
player, laid off.
I think
Barella
they'll be
racing
going
onto it.
to. Barca won't be able to come out of this situation.
Now's a chance. They are threatening from set plays. Barcelona don't always defend them particularly well.
In it comes.
Ah.
Little touch on by Cherby, not enough. Now Yamal can set up a counter. Not the best of passes, but it's come all the way through here. Have they made a mess of it? It's Pedri. On it goes to Gerard Martin.
What a save! What a
Martin was denied another one. They were trying to walk it into the back of the net, but that's not taken away from the outside.
Oh man!
Spectacular.
What the F was that?
It's Gerard Martin. Well, you thought the standing fullbacks would be suspect. They nearly combined there with a terrific goal.
Well, I was just about to say, we've been critical of Martin. That could have been his second assist of the game. What a counter-attack it was. And I think they picked out the right passes. They did everything right, but Sommer has just produced a magnificent save here. Here's the counter. Started off
How
by
could
Yamal.
Sommer save this one? Oh man,
Into one
amazing
for
save.
Garcia just helps it on.
Well, the director broke off because Barcelona
Wow.
were threatening again. It's a sort of game where you cannot just wait for replays to go through. Can't take your eye off it at the moment. In comes a cross from Martin. Inigo Martinez is up there. Garcia stayed in the middle. Kubasi is there as well all the way through goal kick.
Well, we both said all along the most
Inter
dangerous
Milan need
players
to
are
relax and
Garcia
settle down,
and
guys.
Gerard
Win
Martin.
probability once again has shifted. Inter
Here's another
63%, Barcelona
look at it.
12% now.
Lovely ball
Now,
on his left foot.
oh, it was a free goal, Eric.
Garcia should score. Of course he should.
Wow.
Sommer does really well to get there. It's a nice height for him as well.
This could be one of the misses of the
Well,
season.
these two games have been so entertaining, haven't they? Full of quality, full of drama. It's been magnificent.
It's a tie to illuminate the rich tapestry of this great competition's history. Kubasi rises. It's offside anywhere in the middle.
So the match is once again in the balance, or I would say rather say closer to being balanced once again. Barcelona has scored one goal now, and their deficit is only one goal in tonight's match as well as over the total aggregate.
Well, welcome to the game, Augusta. Now we're passing very easily down that far side of the field. Here. Whoops, there we go.
Amazing skill by Lamine.
Comes
Amazing.
out and just sticks out that trailing leg and catches him, I think. Just there. Oh, he actually won the ball. He actually kicked the ball, didn't he, Bastoni?
Well, they will fume if Barcelona score from here. Rafinha, who's been very quiet all night. Pedri over the ball. Rafinha with a flat delivery. Hit. Now Ferran Torres. Has it back again. Another flat ball in, cleared away by
Two
Mkhitaryan.
free kicks from Rafinha
Dion. Martin will
consecutively.
never go from there. Oh, it's a lovely ball and it's a brilliant goal. This time the flags
Come on! They scored one more, Barcelona. Oh no!
Equalised on the night. Last week they came back from 2-0 down, and would you believe it? They've done it again. 5-5 on anger.
Oh.
Credit has to go to, first of all, Frankie de Jong, because he was going to play the ball out to the other side. Plays it to Martin, but another brilliant cross. Just bent in behind Inter. Dani Almo coming round the back, but can't really miss. 6 yards out, running onto it. Good header.
What is
The ball
happening,
played
guys?
in by
Come
Martin.
on!
He's suddenly come to the fore, the left back.
Two quality balls from Martin,
Come on, Inter, come
who
on!
hardly struck a decent pass throughout the game up until now. And Barcelona with 2 goals in 6 minutes have dragged this semi-final second leg out of the gutter. Olmo wins it back again. Inter are shell-shocked. Here's Rafinha. And Barcelona are at their throats. Dani Olmo gets the shot away but slid.
Yeah, not the right decision there. Could have played it out to the right-hand side and Yamal. Oh, and it was all going so well for Inter. What a moment that was for Dani Olmo coming round the back. Good header. One he should score with.
He has 9 goals this season, Dani Olmo. Only a couple in this competition. De Jong once again has grabbed a big game by the scruff of its neck.
You didn't see it on the replay, but he was looking to play it out to the right-hand side and then just checked himself, played it out to the left-hand side, and Martin was in space, and then he delivered the killer pass. We said it in the first half, the way into shape up, the fullbacks are always going to be free for Barcelona. It's whether they make anything of it, well they have in the second half.
Yamal. Here's Pedri. Martin. Running right at the moment. Came off Bissek. Lifted away by a weary-looking Francesco Acerbi. And you wonder about that substitution now. Carlos Augusto for Di Marco. Maybe he was injured. That's offside. Way offside. Surely, yes it is. Against Marcus Thuram. What a difference. What a difference, Martin.
That was a tight one. Just looking at Thuram there, so he was just struggling with his role.
And he has missed games recently with a groin problem.
Just watch him closing down here. He's not doing it with any sort of athleticism. And that was the case against Bayern.
What a match we are witnessing tonight, guys.
Options on the bench should be Marco
2-2.
Arnautovic and Mendy
Barcelona
came on in
scored
the first
2
leg.
quick goals in the second half.
I can't remember him doing
6
anything, to be
minutes.
honest, in that first leg.
Aggregate stand at 5-5.
You're absolutely right.
Night score
Well,
stand
I
at
think he would be the
2-1.
first choice. Arnautovic plays in a lot of Serie A games, but not always in the big ones.
Well, Remy has been a regular in the Champions League. He started 7 games for them in this competition. That's 14 too short by De Jong. Don't forget Barcelona felt that they had the initiative. The pendulum had swung their way when they got back to 2-2 in the first leg. And then Inter went ahead again. Only for that brilliant Rafinha strike to hit the woodwork, bouncing off the back of Jan Sommer. It has been a sensational side. Garcia trying to turn on the flicks and shifts. They've given it away. And it's Martinez to Dumfries.
Oh, pass was a little short, otherwise Dumfries would have a clear sight of goal.
Into the field of play, Martin.
Nice, come on, Inter, come on. You have to play like this, exactly like this. No, how can you give the ball away? Come on.
Rafinha. Dani Olmo took it in his stride. Oh, he flicked it away to Ferran Torres. Yamal was up in support. Wrong option, wrong choice.
Inter, what are you doing? Come on.
Gave it away to Dani Olmo. I think he didn't fancy his pace there. He wanted to know straight at goal.
Come on, Inter, come
To
on.
play it to Dani Olmo. And then didn't pick out the right pass. Maybe he could have shot himself.
Well, 7 moments ago, Inter were defending as an 11, but the top two, I don't think look fit enough to defend.
What has happened, guys? Come on.
Thuram's not moving. Genuinely is, what Stuart was saying, and Lautaro Martinez had that injury from the first leg.
I'm just looking at Thuram.
Correct. Both Thuram and Lautaro Martinez, they are not able to run properly. I think they both have a knock.
Rafinha, is there a big moment to come from him in the game? Pedri, he's superb again. The first half they had the top 6 passes in the game on the shirts of Barcelona.
Inter hanging on here. They've lost the momentum. They've lost their confidence.
Now here goes Yamal. Again, scampering past the substitute left back. Gets the crossing headed away by Dumfries, who hasn't been able to roll forward at all in the second half.
Win probability has changed in favor
Garcia.
of Barcelona. 31% against 24 of Inter, but 45% still saying that
To
will go to
Martin.
extra time. Come on, guys, come on.
Flicked
You
off
cannot
there.
give up now.
Chananolu, but Barcelona press ahead, carrying it to them. Yamal's fumble away by Acerbi, who can barely raise a walk, let alone get it one back
Once
again by
again, you gave
Barcelona.
up the ball. Come on,
They are
Barella.
winning everything at the moment, and Inter look very, very jaded. Here's Rafinha. That's been a criticism of Inter
No,
of
man,
late,
no.
especially the home defeat by Roma that followed that second leg of the Italian Cup home. Well, home or away didn't matter, does it, against Milan? The local derby when they were beaten 3-0, and Inter watchers said they looked absolutely exhausted, raised their game against Barcelona. But they're wilting here.
Well, they've got aging players. Chananolu in midfield. Acerbi at the back. Mkhitaryan seems to play the whole 90 minutes in most of the big games. Inter completely lost any sort of momentum here.
Approaching the midway mark in the second half. Yamal absolutely slaughtering Carlos Augusto at the moment. Can't get near him. That's a risky ball back. Yamal brought down. Referee gives a penalty. Inter says outside the box, but they have defended deeper and deeper, and they've looked more and more jaded and leggy. It was a risky challenge. Was it in? Was it out? The referee's given a penalty.
Well, I think it might have sucked it out, but it ends up. Well, it is. It's a very difficult one again, isn't it? Because it starts outside the box there. And there's still contact when he's inside the box. So this is a
What is
tough one to
happening,
call.
guys? Come
Which means
on.
it can be given as a
Barcelona
penalty if the foul is
is
continued inside the box.
totally
A
turning
denies
the
attacking
game
move.
into their favor.
We can't tell you the discussions between the referee and the VAR.
So there's the contact, initial contact outside the box, but he still lifts his leg and gets a bit of Yamal when he's inside the box. Outside the box is given. Has he?
Okay, nice.
You can see the
I think it
arguments
could be a
either way.
lifeline for Inter Milan.
But he's actually just signalled to the referee. It was an inch in it.
See, there's the initial contact. It's whether it goes on inside the box as Yamal's breaking forward. And I think Yamal just leaves his leg there. So again, it's a very tight call. No complaints this time from Barcelona.
Confirmed on the UEFA website that the Inter player number 22, Mkhitaryan, committed the foul outside the penalty area.
Come on, guys.
But Rafinha, will history be repeated? Scored Barca's third in the first leg with help from Sommer. It went down as an own goal with a blistering strike. Can he score here? Goals 32 of the season. No, lays it off. Almost sets it up. Yamal in his own player.
Well, it's Frankie de Jong. I'm not sure whether it was going in or not. I think it was going wide. Well, they got away with that one. It was their own mistake. They gave the ball away. They just can't get out at the moment.
See Acerbi screaming at Carlos Augusto, I think it was. They're going to make a couple of changes. They need to. Darmian is going to come onto the back, and Mediterranean is going to come on for Lautaro Martinez.
So
Isak
Lautaro
is the
Martinez
defender
and
who's going
Isak
off.
are the two players who are being subbed off for Inter
What
Milan.
are your thoughts here, Stuart?
Well, obviously Martinez can't be fully fit. He had that injury in the last game. Ran hard in the first half. Just can't raise a go up now. So today
And they both are being
to have to
replaced
lead the line
by
alongside sides are struggling to that.
Matthew Damian and Taremi.
He's done okay, but Damian can play as that third centre half in a back three. I think Dumfries will still play outside of it.
They made three of their changes. Well, one of them I think could be a very costly one. We need to find out why DiMarco was second. We'll find out in the post-mortem to this game. But certainly Carlos Augusto has been struggling badly since he came on.
Well, he's the hero in the first game against Bayern. He created both their goals.
Damian played at the
So
weekend. He started the game
Barcelona is
against
looking
Verona.
more likely to score again and take this tie in their favor.
Starts in the last six, but he came off the bench in the first game with 8 minutes to play.
He came on in a different role, didn't he? Came on for Dumfries and played as the wing back. Now he's playing, as you can see, just as the right-sided centre half, picking up Rafinha here.
Barella cut it out. Here's Rafinha to Pedri. Thought about a shot. Yamal again beats the defender with ease, pops the cross too high. Martin. I wonder how fit Denzel Dumfries is as well. He came into this game with 109 minutes under his belt after a month out with a hamstring injury. He played a pulsating role in that first leg that was effective today. 5-5 on aggregate. Olmo with the corner kick for Barcelona. The third corner of the game. Yamal. De Jong is available. Bypasses him. Oh, someone's been knocked down on the edge of the D. If he was blindsided. Now he's having a look. Is it Pedri who went down? Rafinha very deep. Yamal dropping into space. Can conjure from there.
For once, Eric Garcia wasn't coming round the back.
Mathieu Darmian trots the cross back to his right side defensive role. And they won the Europa League with Manchester United, who will make the final on the road to Munich.
Oh, they came away the ball so easily once again. Come on, Inter.
Mkhitaryan. Kubasi waiting for some movement. Here it comes. The pass. There's a little nudge in there. In comes the cross above Ferran Torres. Rafinha pressurising Dumfries. He gets it away.
Nice, cleared out by Dumfries.
Looking sadly on the touchline. So animated, always is. But there's a desperation about his movement. That's cleared away by Damian.
Well, there's just no power play now for Inter. They just can't keep the ball. Again, Thuram really is.
All the stats are in Barcelona favor now. 71% possession.
Seems to raise a gallop, can he?
It has been all Barcelona in the second half. Inter Milan are really struggling. 11 shots on
There he is waiting to
total
come
11
on.
shots with 4 on target.
This is
433
a
passes.
strange decision. See who's going to come off. Don't think it would be Martin because he's the player that's just created a couple of goals, but
They look for Torres up front. Away by Sommer. But Marcus Thuram can't hold it up. Whatever happens, Inter have played a huge role in a treasure of a tie.
is it going to be Eric Garcia? Maybe he's got a slight injury.
Yeah, he's limping there.
No,
So
it's
subs
Gabriel
coming on for
Martinez coming
Barcelona
off.
now.
Inigo Martinez.
Inigo Martinez off, Ronald Araujo on.
Martinez, 33. years of age. What a performance he's put in again tonight, placed by Araujo. Free kick to Barcelona, again for offside. Flick's team on top at the moment.
Just giving the armband to the player that's just come on. Frankie de Jong to Araujo. We've had a few captains this year. Rafinha was captain for many of the games. And Frankie de Jong.
Changes Kubasi's position. He goes to the left-hand side now. Martin. Ferran Torres. Olmo. To Yamal. Garcia's on the outside. He's available. Yamal! Super save by Anton. Made 3 really top-notch saves in the first leg. He's made a
What a
couple
shot
tonight.
by Yamal.
This is
What
as
a
good as
shot.
any. Look at this for a strike.
Oh,
Right
it
into the
was
top
going
corner.
in. What a
The left bottom hand.
save.
Brilliant from Sommer.
Oh.
Inter don't really close down. You've had it frightened of fouling him. All the hierarchy of Barcelona. Deco in there as well. Former great.
From Laporta.
How the tables have turned.
Deco. Barcelona's great and good here. Olmo with a corner kick. Away it goes from Mkhitaryan. Jerome Martin rises. Hoisted up to Mehdi Taremi. Comes back here to Jerome. Taremi was offside. It's taken quickly. Rafinha, 13 minutes to go before we head into extra time. Away goals, of course, no longer count. Here's Yamal. Taunting, teasing, tantalising. Delicious skills. Someone pushed it away. It might have been arcing in. Similar to the run in the first leg where he got to the byline and very nearly scored into woodwork. He's such an expressive player and expression of joy on the football field. Pedri. Martin with the cross. And somehow Xavi stretched a weary 36-year-old foot out and got it away.
We're going to see a substitution for Inter now.
Another substitution for Inter Milan.
Or is it Mkhitaryan?
Mkhitaryan
got a yellow card.
Mkhitaryan got a
For
yellow
one of
card.
those challenges, I
Okay.
think.
Because he just
Is going to come up.
got a yellow card for a foul, and now
Zielinski's
Neymar
down
is
there as
coming
well
off,
on the
and also
veteran midfield players who've run
Kalanovic
themselves into
is
the
coming
ground,
off,
both replaced.
and both of them are being replaced by Zielinski and Patesi.
Patesi, who scored that winner.
So all 5
Against
subs have
Bayern
been made by
in
Inter
the
Milan.
first game, last minute. Slight swap in terms of the positional play. Zielinski's a good player. Saw a lot of him for Napoli.
Wonderful season when they won the Scudetto. Arrived at Inter a 3 in the summer.
Nicely won, nicely
2-2 on the night, 5-5
covered.
on aggregate. Carlos Augusto
Wow,
will
gave
give
away
it
the ball
away.
once again.
Pedri wins it back. And here, there and everywhere. Takes the return. Comfortable on the ball, wants the ball. Just over 10 minutes to go. De Jong. Here's Yamal. Martin awaits on that left-hand side. Kubasi. Young Pedri comes short. They're trying to work the ball around into De Jong. Not a good ball down the line. He looks tired now, Eric Garcia.
Inter Milan are struggling. Inter Milan players are really struggling.
These two substitutions
They
are
need to
going to
keep
have an
their
impact
heads
on
up
Inter.
and try to
Play
make
with a bit
something
more
out of it so
dynamism.
that
Zielinski
they can
rotating.
come back into this tie. Because at this
Firmino
moment,
is going to come
it
off.
really
Only
feels like that they
Barcelona's
are out.
second substitute. Inter have made 5.
You'd imagine it will be a straight swap for Dani Olmo, scorer of the second goal. Playing exactly the same position, different sort of players.
Bastoni got into, come back into the game a little bit after the changes. Dumfries, can they yet win this night? It's a shooting opportunity. Matesi with the shot on the spin. Pass it again. Zielinski. Can they get the cross in here? Good work at the back by Garcia. Pumped to where he'd like to stop the cross from Clarkson. That's not a lesson
Nice
to the
try,
Inter
Inter.
fans.
Come on, you
It's the
can do
first
it.
time for a long time they've had the ball in the attacking third. It all started with a switch of play out to Dumfries. That's still the pass.
So Barcelona, another change. Dani Olmo coming off, being replaced
It is
by
that
Fermin
straight
Lopez.
swap. And the score of the equalising goal departs. And on comes Fermin Lopez. 1 goal in the competition this season against Red Star away, 6 in all. Big travelling support from Catalonia.
Last week they didn't look at each other when Dani Olmo was taken off. Big hug today for the player that scored the equaliser.
Firmin, not at the pace of the game, gave it away. Thuram. Well goes by Martin. Pedri. The York with his head in, been super again for them.
Nice.
Mystic at the Barcelona wanted him away, he wanted to stay. Links so heavily with Manchester United. Didn't want to move there.
I think it's fair to say he made the right decision. We've seen what's gone on at the two clubs over the last year or so.
Yep. For the moment, Manchester United are in the doldrums, but they could be in this competition next season should they win the Europa. And they're well placed in their semi-final. Dion. Pedri. That was dosing about the type of pass he tried to play at this stage. But cutesy.
Well, he's made 2 exceptional saves, hasn't he? Salah. That one from Yamal, the one from Eric Garcia. Heads his team in it here.
If either of the team can score, I think they will go to the finals because it's only 6 minutes left.
Terrific contributions to the goals, but he's given it away as he looked for Rafinha.
The pressing move by
Dumfries
Inter
around the
Milan.
corner.
Come on.
Thuram, flash stays down. What an important clearance that was
No.
by Eric Garcia. The play eventually goes on. Or it might have been Araujo, it was.
Just the first signs for a long time that Inter are starting to pose a threat. You see, he was offside quite clearly.
Whosoever scores the goal will
7
go
times they've been caught
will
offside.
advance to the finals.
Gomez left the foot in there on, or something in there on Fermin. Around the throat.
Well, it was that leg that he lifted up as he headed it. There's the opening goal. Good play from Dumfries. This is the result of the penalty that was given. Çalhanoğlu makes it 2-0. But the second half has belonged to Barcelona. First of all, the Eric Garcia finish, and this fairly comfortable header from Dani Olmo. Great camera work.
The power of recovery has been tremendous this season. So many times they've been in adverse positions and have come back. They've never led this time. Comes away, here's Yamal. Moving the ball so effortlessly, takes to return from Pedri. At times they funneled him in there and done a good job.
Come on, come on. No.
Frenkie de Jong has covered so much ground. I think it's fair to say that Hansi Flick doesn't think that Lewandowski's quite ready enough to play any part in the game, because he'd have been on by now, I would have thought. Ferran Torres hasn't really had that many chances or had an impact on the game. Little touch off attempted
Nice,
to find
nice.
Pedri, didn't make it smart.
Come on, Turam,
Into
come
the
on.
picture around this time, he is onside. It's yet to come.
Just
So many battles
fell a little bit
against
short.
Inter in his past with Juventus. Here again, in the first half, Tottenham would have got a lot closer to that. They can make one more change. Should it go to extra time in 3 minutes? Here's Yamal. No foul.
Don't stop the game,
No
don't stop the
one
game,
will
don't stop the game.
challenge. Tired passer.
Nah, now Lamine
Pretty.
Yamal is.
No one's run more than him in the game. Rafinha against someone ranked. Rafinha, it's in! It's in! Ferran Torres made sure that he didn't touch the ball, he would have been offside. And Barcelona lead with 3 minutes to go. What a turnaround! What a second leg! What a tie! It has simply been a treasure. Inter 2, Barcelona 3. And Barcelona, for the first time in the tie, lead it. No, they won the ball back in a good area. The pass is a good one. He's onside, Rafinha. First strike's a nice one straight at the goalkeeper, but good composure to finish it with his right foot. Yeah, and as you said, Ferran Torres was standing offside, but he doesn't get involved. Gets out the way. Sola should make the save. He comes back out into a dangerous area with his right foot on the volley. Very good finish. It is being checked, surely not for offside, because he played no role in it. I think he's signaling to the players there will be 5 minutes. 5 more minutes. Check is over, the goal is given. And for Rafinha, it's goal 32 of a remarkable season. And he now has 13 in this competition, one shy of Messi's club record. Well, he's not been at his most effective, has he, tonight, but what a part he's played in Barcelona's
What a turnaround.
brilliance this season.
How brilliant Inter Milan were playing, and
the young legs have carried the day. Or have they? Dumfries trying to break that high line again. But Barcelona, they're nearly there. The referees seem to signal that 5 minutes of stoppage time. We'll wait to confirm that for you. Well, most teams, when they go 3-2 up with a few minutes to play, would be dropping off. Barcelona were trying to squeeze as high up as they possibly could there.
Come on, can Inter Milan
Important challenge won by
create a magic?
What a
Can
set
they
piece
create
been.
a magic?
Olmo leading the cheers on the near touchline. It's touched up here. And very nearly an opportunity for Chasey up in attack again. Nearly came to a massive foul. Acerbi, too zealous, too passionate, too close. Dumfries looks perplexed and Lautaro Martinez glassy-eyed. Well, I think we might see 1 or 2 bits of drama. Lewandowski is fitting up to come on.
Ferran Torres off, Lewandowski is coming
Will he
on
be
for
playing just
last
5
5
minutes
minutes
or
of
will he be
extra time.
playing 35 minutes? The way this tie has gone, you wouldn't bet against Inter scoring and getting an equaliser,
What
would you?
a match, what a
Well, he has
comeback.
40 goals this season. In this competition, he has 12. Can scarcely believe it. Looking on the Inter coach, Simone Inzaghi. Wouldn't be something if Lewandowski does get the goal. On the competition with Bayern. Dumfries trying to wrestle his way away. Free kick given against Gerard Martin. Barcelona trying to stop them, take it quickly.
And somebody from Barcelona kicked the ball on the field there, I think.
You get a grip with it though, Simon Marchignac, in all the passion and all the hullabaloo of this wonderful second leg. He's kept his head.
And he's had to make a couple of really big decisions.
Varela with the free kick in, glancing header out by Lewandowski. Throw to Inter. And still the drama goes on. Bastoni's long throw into
Nice
the middle.
throw. Come on, come
Should
on,
be
come
shepherded
on. Can you
away
skip
by
the ball?
Petri. Eric Garcia commits to the challenge but doesn't slide in. Didn't give away the free kick. Bastoni's long throw again to threaten Barcelona's lead. Little touch on suspicion of handball there. And Barcelona will break. Yamal, Rafinha's to his left-hand side. Here's Petri. Will he wait for support and play conservatively? Do they know how to play conservatively? Yamal, Lewandowski in the middle. Yamal to settle it off the woodwork. He nearly had the last word.
Oh, he tried to go in at the near post. Another good counter-attack. Oh, the goalkeeper didn't stick out an arm here. He was probably beaten. Here's where they wanted a handball. Well, it comes off his thigh onto his arm, Lewandowski. So it won't be handball. Good decision again by the referee.
Referee playing on here. Should have been a free kick for Inter. We're halfway through stoppage time. Barca 2.5 minutes away from the final. Or are they?
Come on, guys. Can you make it an extra?
Dumfries. Referee says play on. Dumfries.
What a goal!
It's another
Oh my God!
It's a goal
Oh
from
man!
Jeffrey at the age of 36 to make it 6. 6 on aggregate.
What a goal!
Unbelievable.
Well played, Dumfries. He did really well against Gerard Martin. Still a very good finish by Cherby. At the near post.
Wow!
Kibasi tries to
What
win
a
the first
game,
ball, doesn't
guys!
quite get it
What
right.
a game!
But it comes out to Dumfries. It's not a good pass to him. And it looks as though Martin was going to win it back. There's the ball played in. Navarro is marking on the wrong side, but what a good finish. What a really good
What a
finish this is
finish!
from
What
Cherby, the centre back.
a
What he's right,
finish
what he's
by
weaker for.
Ashlevi.
Just sweeps it beyond Chesney. What drama here.
He's never scored a European goal. He hasn't scored anywhere since April of 2023. He looked down and out. Looks as if he could barely walk. Francesco Acerbi. What a story. The goal was checked.
Thinks he's going to get a yellow card for taking his shirt off.
Do you think he minds?
Well, as long as he doesn't get a second one later on in the game.
Well, we have a minute of stoppage time to go. Referee can a yellow card here. Martin or one of the coaching staff.
Hansi Flick and somebody else. Fourth official making sure they get the right man.
Well, we'll try and let you know who that was. Hansi Flick, definitely.
So Hansi Flick has been yellow carded for his retaliation.
Well, they can't. Initially,
What
as
a
the move built
game!
up,
Three-3
Acerbi
in the
was in
first
an
leg,
offside
3-3 in
position,
the
but
second
look,
leg.
when
Now
the final
these
ball
six
came
scores will
into it.
not matter if we do not have a winner
I think
from
they
the
were trying
normal
to claim
time.
there was a foul on Gerard
It's
Martin,
all
but
about
I
the
don't think
next
there
30
was.
minutes and
Yamal,
or maybe the
we've got
penalty
5 minutes
shootout.
of stoppage time.
What?
Away by Bastoni. Yamal on by Lewandowski. Just think Yamal very nearly secured the victory. The shot that hit the post. He's onside from the throw in, of course, into the penalty area. Inter dealt with him. Garcia. It's come back
Come
in
on,
high.
come on, Inter. Can you make it something? Can you?
And they look for chasing it cleared away. And we'll surely go to an extra 30 minutes. Or will Rafinha? Yaman into the penalty area. Straight to Sommer. Might have been pulled back, but he went on. And the keeper's made yet another important save.
Well, is he a little bit too honest here? Oh, he tries to toe poke it. Oh, big moment which he doesn't take.
We go to
What a
extra
match.
time in San
What
Siro.
a match.
3-3 on the night. 6-6 on aggregate. Inter 2-0 up as they were last week. Barca back to 2-2. And anything through Rafinha. But only for a Cherry level in stoppage time. And we have another half an hour of this.
What a game,
6 all on
guys.
aggregate.
What
Would you
a
believe it?
game.
Would you believe it? Absolutely 6 all on aggregate. This is literally going into a tiebreaker now. What a game we witnessed, Robin.
We witnessed a brilliant classic, 12 goals in 2 legs. This game going into extra time, players both ends wanting it, hunger, desire, character, everything shown from both these teams. Inzaghi's men not wanting to fall back, Hansi Flick's men not wanting to give up. The comeback was almost complete before Acerbi, who hasn't scored from 2023, decided to pull back the equalizer. What a game on our hands.
Frankie de Jong affording to have a smile, share a laugh with the referee, and the referee's had a good one. It's a high octane, very intense game. He's got majority of the decisions right. He's done a great job, Robin.
He's done a very good job to handle this game amongst all the pressure, amongst all the fans present at the San Siro, which we've called the Coliseum since the build-up of this game. Even the referees can afford some water, but 30 minutes in front of us, Jan Sommer pulled up some exciting saves of the tournament, some would say, but Barcelona need to find a way back. Inter Milan need to find a way back.
Barca certainly did find a way back, and a lot more. They were leading 3-2 with just seconds remaining. And what a story for Acerbi. We have to talk about it. You know, battling cancer, now scoring a goal after 2 years, his first in European competition. The shot was off, scenes in jubilation, but Robin, right now, who has the edge in extra time according to you?
Yeah, according to me, I think Barcelona have the edge, but it's just like the shirts off. For Inter Milan, the shackles will be off as well. 30 minutes for a do or die encounter with Barcelona. They might have the exuberance of youth, but the experience that these Inter Milan players have, they'll want to take it to the final.
They are now allowed one more substitution, and it has to be Thuram, right? He has to be taken off.
Yeah, I think Arnautovic could be a good idea to just hold up the ball, get the likes of Taremi running beyond him, Dumfries running beyond him.
The towel is on him, so I think he's off. Maybe.
I think so. I think Inzaghi might just throw in the towel when it comes to Thuram and bring on Arnautovic to just hold that ball up and include maybe a few willing runners beyond him from midfield.
We saw that once the substitutions were made, Inter was struggling, but suddenly they found that spark. They found those runners which got them back into the game. It's a dagger for Barcelona. They thought they won it. This tie is giving. And Lewandowski is coming on. Wow, Robin, it doesn't stop there.
The ace amongst the pack of cards or the pack of wolves that are hunting for Barcelona. Now you've got the wealth of experience of Lewandowski coming on. Hansi Flick might have not thought he's ready for 90, but he surely thinks he's ready for the next 30.
Yeah, what we've seen so far over the last 2 legs just has been wonderful. Robin, is there any more drama? Can we expect more drama?
This game has to end with a winner. So, be it in extra time or be it in penalties, we will have a winner tonight.
Certainly. Whether it's the next 30 or penalties, it's right here in front of you. Enjoy. This has been a great watch.
Certainly when Inter went 2-0 up, Barcelona, you thought were always going to have a go. Try and get themselves back into it with their quality, which they did. But what we didn't expect was Inter, as tired as they were, having not much of the ball, to get back and make it 3-3.
He looks daggers there, doesn't he? Lautaro Martinez. But he didn't look fit to continue. They were weary. They had no one really up front. Off he went. Although we've made inquiries, Pau Victor was the Barcelona substitute caution. And Hansi Flick was also cautioned after that equalising goal. We're nearly ready to go. No changes before the first half of extra time. They can make another one. Barca still have 3 left. Off we go in extra time. Ball played out to Bastoni. In fact, Barcelona, because they've made their changes in 3 different windows, when you make the extra one, you know is Yamal skipping beyond Zielinski this time. And he has the freshest legs out there. An exuberant young player.
He's been exceptional again tonight. Every time he's had the ball, you think there's going to be a threat, a moment of danger.
Pedri, outstanding, cover more ground than anyone else. De Jong, outstanding. Yamal tries to get beyond the hapless substitute Carlos Augusto, who fouls him and get a yellow.
He wants to get tight. Yamal knew that, just played it beyond him. Trying to run round the other side, and he sticks up his arm as well, which probably got him the yellow card.
Barcelona always behind in the tie into Rafinha's goal after 87 minutes, and they were in front in the tie for what, 8 minutes. Rafinha with the free kick ended up underway. Mediterranean got that header out. Zielinski, they'll look to him, I think, to hold and carry at times. Alessandro Bastoni will take the throw. 50th game of the season. And he's having to play the extra half hour. Garcia, Rose. It's a throw to Inter. Never lost a European Cup semi-final game at home. They've lost in 6 Champions League home games at the San Siro since Bayern won it in September 2022. Brazilian shown tonight, Barella blocked by Araujo. And out it goes then from Fermin Lopez. Cherby won it. Confirmation of perfect towards yellow card for Dissent.
That wasn't perfect, though. That was
Martinez.
Hello guys, we are back with this time with extra time of 30 minutes being added up.
Both the
teams now starting in the equal positions. One extra sub available for both the teams.
Gone 3-6 all. Taremi will give chase with Kubasi, who wasn't physical enough. Thuram throws a little back heel return pass. Kubasi has recovered his ground. Worryingly there for Barcelona, he lacks a little bit of strength. Pedri still running.
Nice. On the ball back. Come on.
Frattesi, men in the middle. Nicely.
Great opportunity to play the ball in there for Frattesi. He's got in behind. There was 2 players racing into the box. He didn't hit it with any sort of conviction, did he? The team just about got back in time.
4 minutes gone in extra time. Of course, the little throw looking for Dumfries beyond him. De Jong just flips out a foot. That's a push. Well, Carlos Augusto.
There's a little nudge in the back on Eric Garcia. handed awkwardly there, I think. Jerome Martin plays out. Lewandowski comes short. Rafinha was going to play it down the line to Sheridan. Looks for Araujo. And now Garcia has Yamal. Morella's come across to help out the far crest Carlos Augusto. What we don't want is this game to go to penalties after it being such a classic. Whoever wins it, here's Dion. Pedri. Remarkable stamina. Yamal. Man with magic in the feet. Brings in Gerard Martin. Cross knocked into Lopez, wasn't the best, and out he goes then by Augusto. De Jong well placed. Yamal. Stoney is there with it. And he got a foot in. Played through here.
Oh, a little hard pass, but it was almost in the way of Pedri to score a goal.
Those couple of saves.
Nice recovery
Really
by
good work later.
Sommer.
The first one from Eric Garcia. Yes, of course Garcia should have scored. He still had to get up and get across his goal line. And that one from Yamal with his bottom hand. Looked a certain goal when he hit it, Yamal. And half a dozen in the first leg. When Yamal from the impossible angle hit the post, you know, and then from the reverse angle he saw it. In fact, it was a really good save. Chirap. Any pressure ratio, Kubasi. Throughout the 97 minutes, Barcelona have had 64% of the ball. 16 efforts to Inter's 11. Still nothing between their sides. De Jong. Up goes Martin. Rafinha can slide it through to him. He's on side, I think. No, he went too
Rafinha
early.
is off. Barcelona once again trying to play their possession game.
Through earlier. He's offside. Martin, it was that maybe could have crossed it a little bit quicker. Eric Garcia done better than I thought he would. Scored that first goal, got his team back into it, and on goes four. Another young player. Another player who's gone through the youth team ranks, 18-year-old Hector Ford. They've 1 minute of the competition so far this season against young boys. He's started their last couple of league games. And unlike Eric Garcia, he is a right back. Thuram battling on. Araujo is there with him. Dumfries up in support. Thuram has done really well. Look at the strength of the man. Laid off by Mediterranean.
Come on! Oh, what a goal by Inter Milan! Whoa! It's Piotr Zelinski who has scored a goal. Relax, Inter, relax, relax. Do not go. Do not go ahead of anyone else. Come on, guys, relax. Wait, wait. You can do it. Just relax, just relax.
Did really well on this occasion.
Whoa.
We've got to get their focus back here. Inter don't want to spend too much time celebrating. They know that Barcelona are going to be back at them. But what a finish from Frattesi. Yes, he had a bit of time, but he kept his composure and then just passed it into the corner. There's Thuram. Did really well to hold off the first challenge. Then again, does brilliantly to get away from Araujo. The set-up play is good, but what a finish that is from Frattesi.
Amazing finish. Amazing.
He's the player that set it up.
Amazing goal made by
Stopped himself hitting it first time.
Thuram.
Saw that Kubasi
Thuram,
couldn't
sorry,
get
Thuram.
tight enough. And then
And
just
what a
bent it
finish
into
from
the corner.
Purozinski. What a finish. Nice goal. Amazing.
You just wonder if Martinez was marshalling that defence, whether there would have been the
Come on,
space in
guys.
there. There
Come
have been one
on.
or two strange substitutions.
Get your heads back into the game.
When he doesn't get many goals, he's only ever scored 3 in Europe. One against Bayern
Oh,
in
it
the
was
last round of the
Patesi.
winner, and he could have
Sorry,
got
it
the
was
winner in the
Patesi,
semi.
not Purozinski. It was
Just
Davide
shaken a couple of
Patesi.
times, hasn't he?
Didn't they celebrate? Can Barcelona drag themselves back into it yet again? He's Pedri. Pace seems just to have dropped a little bit. Hector Ford. Yamal. All the way through. Do I discern a weariness in the bodies of some of the
7-6 on the
Barcelona
aggregate.
players? A little bit
7-6.
shoulders drooped.
Maybe mentally.
What a match.
He thought they had the game won.
No one could have expected this.
Scored.
What a match,
Big
guys. What a
so
match.
much
What
energy
a score.
celebrating Patesi. He's got himself in a bit of trouble here.
I wonder if the whole exuberance of the goal celebrations have got to him.
Well, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Roger Osborne, FA Cup final, wasn't it, all those years ago, Ipswich Arsenal?
I don't think he played much football after that, did he, Roger Osborne? Scored the winner in a 1-0 FA Cup final, but could this be the winner that takes them to the Champions League? Inter. See how pumped up he is. Jumped on, I suppose it's a gate really that he started to quiet.
They're suggesting there to the bench that we could have a few foggy issues here. And how much the celebrations take out of him, because I didn't see him get a head knock. Will concussion protocol come into this? Had an effect since he came on.
David Patesi looks a little bit in trouble, but he's still encouraging the crowd while going out of the field.
Well, not quite.
Quite so pleased.
Back up. Barcelona fans have gone quiet
It's been
once
a few
again.
midnight, the rain is
They are
falling.
totally silent. I think the shells
Fermin Lopez looks for Yamal. Cross comes Bastoni. He wanted it more. Thuram not bothering to chase after that. But you have to say, the little energy he has left in that body, which has been knocked by injury recently, he used so well for that Inter goal. Kubasi. Pedri. Ronaldo Araujo. Forces to his right hand side. Just a little bit hesitant with their deliveries. Pedri wants, how much more running can there possibly be in Pedri? Yamal. Strokes the pass in Rafinha. Lewandowski trying to chink his way through, trying to set up in. Hector Ford. Surely not from the youngster. Well, that would have been some story.
Well, it was a big first touch when it came to him here. So he's got a good run at it. And Gusto comes out to it. He's got to keep over it. Hector Ford.
So it has started raining in the stadium now.
Shot.
Oh, the heavens have opened. We have a deluge. An heavenly game of football. This 4-3, 7-6 on aggregate. It will long live in the memory. It goes Kubasi. Touched on by Pedri. It's Fermin Lopez. Looking for Rafinha. Who's kept at it throughout, gets it away. Hector Ford. Closing moments of the first half of extra time. Pedri. Is there another twist? He could force the ball through. So many twists and turns. Thinking of Danny Olmo, we thought he wasn't effective. We thought time had come for him, and then he pops up with a goal that made it 2-2. Here's Yamal. Jerome Martin's got to do something to keep this in play. Maybe a throw early to Inter.
I think all the players look very
He
tired.
goes back up the line. Jerome Martin, he's played his part tonight.
Totally tired. Totally.
Both fullbacks will be suspect and both have major roles to play. Stoppage time into the first half of extra time. Is that an insult to injuries there? Free kick here to Barcelona. Here's Yamal. That's a fourth outside.
Nice.
Couldn't get away from his man.
Nice tackle.
Rojo finds forward. De Jong. Still prompting, still orchestrating.
Barcelona trying too hard, but no. I think it's the end of the
Someone comes
no.
and makes the
See,
save.
that's happening here. That's
Yeah, right
extra
pass.
injury
There's
time
too
in
much
the
on
first
it.
half of the extra
Good
time.
run from Lewandowski. Just took his defender away and then made a darty run back into the danger area.
Did he get there late, Araujo? Certainly caught Thuram.
The ball was in between the two. He just gets there first. It's a brave challenge because he knows he's going to take a run if he gets there first.
He's one of the most expressive touchline managers in the game, Simone Inzaghi. A lot of goals in his time, 90 in his club career. Lilian Thuram looks on. Barella takes it right footed. And then by Jerome Martin, Rafinha back defending. Martin, half press, gives it away to Dumfries. They get another shot, it's over. Opportunity here for Inter with the cross, away by Hector Ford. Last 30 seconds of stoppage time, first half extra time. Hector Ford just slid away off his touch. Thuram couldn't hold it up. Does so now though. Bastoni.
Oh, Thuram had an easy pass.
Nice.
Against the offside line, never been in Inter.
Heading to Rami, the Iranian.
Oh, why didn't you pass to him, man?
Alessandro Bastoni. It's a lovely ball through. But the referee's blown for half time, extra time. And Barella looks furious. Because they were in there.
He's rightly fair on the pitch, but when it's time up, it's time up.
Inter leading. Half time, extra time, 4-3 and 7-6 on aggregate. Well, tonight we've had Fratesi for the second important game in a row, Stuart.
Now there's the strength of Thuram. We thought he was finished. Looked so tired, but he sets up the ball to Thuram, who sets up Fratesi. Just by stopping playing the first shot, Kabasi goes to ground, and then he uses the defender to bend it round him into that far corner. And he got a bit light-headed after all the celebrations, did Fratesi.
What a night we've had. Lautaro Martinez after 20 minutes puts Inter ahead. And then, on the stroke of half time, a penalty was given
Now
for
it's all about luck.
Kubasi's challenge on Martinez,
For
checked by
glory.
VAR. Chananoli strokes a beautiful
Last
penalty, and
15
they were
minutes could
5-3
decide the
up
fate of either
on
team.
aggregate. Then came the Barcelona comeback for the second game in a row. Garcia, of all people, 8 minutes into the second half. Dani Olmo with a header 6 minutes later. Rafinha seemed to have given them the tie when he scored with 3 minutes from time. And then one of the old men in the Inter side, Xavi, scored with his first goal since April of 2023.
Just been watching DiMarco over the course of that first period of extra time. Penalties on.
Barsi and Pedri off.
And so is Pedri.
Gavi and Pau with the
Now
all.
Winter. And the players to come on. Narco's become the assistant manager almost to Inzaghi. He's the one that's seeming to be advising him.
Well, it's an attacking move. Gavi for Kubasi. Pau Victor, a rare opportunity for him in this competition. He's played half an hour from the bench in 3 substitutes appearances. Gavi effectively will replace Pedri in there, though, won't it?
It's going to be a change of shape. We'll play 3 at the back.
Off we go for the final 15 minutes of this time, unless it goes to penalties. Extraordinary display by Pedri again. Run and run and run. Pass the ball astutely at times. Barcelona attacking, a little touch off by Pau Victor. Gavi's immediately in there.
We are back into the last 15 minutes of this semi-final second leg,
Kilometers tonight.
and in 15 minutes, maybe with an additional penalty shootout, we will come to know who is the first finalist of this season's UEFA Champions League. What a match it has been. 4-3 tonight's score, 7-6 on the aggregate. Half by half dominated by each team. First half in normal time dominated by Inter Milan totally. In second half it was all Barcelona. Then first half of extra time, Inter Milan. Let's see how the second half goes. Second half of the extra time goes off.
Well, they're just going to play one at the back at times.
Barcelona is enjoying its possession overall 70%.
Come forward at the right times. There you see it. At the back by himself.
Here's Rafinha. What can they do here? It's Rafinha from range. Trying to force a yard of space to get a shot away. Yamal. Fort is in the wide position. Yamal can do virtually anything. There's space to pass.
Oh, what a miss by Lewandowski in front of the goal. What a miss.
Well, how does he get the cross in? 3 players around him. It looks as though he's run out of space. On his left foot, he just toe pokes it into the area. He wanted a foul on the goalkeeper, Inter. He mistimes his jump. It comes off the top of his head in the end. Gets above Damian. That's a big chance for Lewandowski.
Man who scored 640 club goals. 105 in this competition. Inter bring on Stefan de Vrij.
Inter bringing the last substitution. Dumfries pulling off. Steven De Vrij coming on. So a Netherlands player replacing a Netherlands player.
To play as the wing back, and the drive will go in at centre back. He's had a big impact, hasn't he, on the tie, Dumfries. Those 2 goals in the first game. He's been a constant threat. Not so much in the second half and extra time, but in the first half he was a big threat down the right-hand side.
Barcelona was certainly wary of him. Inter's first ever player to score 2 in a Champions League semi-final. That first leg last week. Thuram with a little back here. Desperate defending. Chance to win it here. Oh, lovely save by Chesney. To deny Fratesi a second. And that would have won it surely. Well, he's offside.
Yeah, he's offside. Very similar to the goal they scored against Bayern, where Augusto went forward, and exactly the same little touch behind him. Lautaro Martino. So they're given a corner, mind you. He was offside when the ball was hit. He was in front of the ball.
Well, into corner. Baresi will take it. Estonian at the near post. Tricky de Jong headed away. Zielinski hit first with a little bit of slither off the softened turf now.
Offside given. They're coming back, having taken the corner.
I think he's hurt himself as well.
But you can see it.
We're in the 110th minute of an extraordinary game. Yamal, not over yet. That's well wide for the Inter players.
The players are slipping and sliding on this surface now. It's really come down early, the rain. In the last half an hour or so.
He's had 14 shots in the two legs, Yamal. Not too sure that Dumfries was grimacing at weariness, injury, or the inclement weather. Way back to Phil. Rafinha looked tired there. Cortese off. What can they do here?
Can Inter score one more
with the high hoist
and finish the game finally?
So Remy leaves it run on.
Once and for all.
From the back. Zielinski, they're keeping the ball well here. Inter keep the ball, win the tie, get to the final. Another play.
Next 10 minutes will decide the fate of Inter Milan.
Best thing for that to do.
Probably in the bin. He's probably got 3 or 4.
If they win it, you won't want to change it, will you? The last effort perhaps from Barcelona. Fermin Lopez, the referee, acknowledged the fact he was in the... He couldn't do anything about it. The players' body language is all about.
He's wearing a bright, I think it's orange. Should be able to miss him out.
Zergi told to go back into his technical area. And in and out all night long. Here's Rafinha, plays to his left-hand side. Gavi, Yamal, to throw it to this wonderful Lamassia system. Yamal gets a 4.
Oh.
Just overcooked it.
They just lost a bit of impetus here
What
at
a
Barcelona. Struggled in extra time. They were so dominant in that second half. Must be so frustrated they let Inter back in with that Acerbi goal right at the end of the game. Why was he taken off? That's the big question. Inigo Martinez. Yes, he had a yellow card, but he didn't look injured.
So Remy heads it up. More influence tonight than he had in the first leg when he came off the bench. From the cultured touches from the experienced Iranian international. Such good years at Porto.
And also getting an assist, wasn't he, for the goal that Fratesi got.
Yamal, Rafinha in a more central position out front away from him.
Inter defending well, Barcelona trying to prepare attack all over again. Pushing Inter Milan.
Rafinha playing infield.
Gavi trying to force
Nice
it through to
defense
Pavlovich.
once again, nice defense.
If they've got an embarrassment of riches up front, too many. Taremi's closed down here well. To win it back off Frankie de Jong. Barcelona look leggy now. That's too high for Chiran. From Augusto Fratesi. Battling with Fermin, it's a throw to Barcelona. The time ticks inexorably down. Lewandowski with the turn. Rafinha, got a man over here now. Looks for Yamal, perfect weight on the ball.
Oh,
Was that no moment?
what a miss by Lamine Yamal. What a miss.
Was it another save? A brilliant save by Sommer.
Did Soma save
You
saved
expect
it?
him to hit the target here.
Yo,
That's a great
save by
That's
fingertips.
the best of a lot from Sommer.
Oh man,
He could have
he
just
should
won
be
his
man of the
team the
match for
tie
tonight.
here.
He's denied Yamal in the two legs a hat-trick of goals with his saves. And he comes unopposed to gather there. And the fact he was unopposed, does that signal that Barcelona think it's not going to be their night? Look at this.
Fingertips, but strong enough. What a save. Yes, it's a nice height for him. No wonder Bastoni's raising his arms. That is a great save from the goalkeeper.
8 shots he's had, Yamal. He's hit the post as he did in the first leg when he scored a sensational goal. For Europe's brightest talent, perhaps the world's best under 17-year-old, miss out on the final. Gerard Martin, Fermin Lopez, look at his eye. Rafinha, Fermin Lopez got there late. Matesi felt he'd caught him. De Jong, still trying to play careful football, cultured football, passing football. Yamal with a chip in, helped off, partially cleared away at the back. Stefan De Vrij, I think it was.
Pressure
Out to
from
four,
Barcelona.
he's wasted one or two opportunities.
Inter
Now
clearing
they give it
all
to
the
the
time.
18-year-old Barcelona born
Every
defender.
time Barcelona is near their box, Inter defense clears the wall.
Frankie de Jong.
How far they can take this? Whoa, what a save! What a save from
Just
Rafinha
steps
by
away from
Soma.
Lewandowski.
Amazing.
There's another to put to the stats. Another Yamal shot. Another Sommer save.
Oh, it was another
It's
Yamal
what it should
shot.
make,
Oh,
He just seems to be playing at a different level at the moment, Sommer, to what I've seen in previous years.
Probably an extraordinary competition. 13th Champions League tie for him this season. 7 clean sheets in those ties. He's conceded 6 against Barcelona, and he's still on the winning side. But for how long? Oh, that's a poor ball. Not a substitute pelvic to Fratesi. Battling on, drawing the foul.
well played, Fatezi, well played.
Well, who'd have thought in a single game we get Eric Garcia scoring, Acerbi scoring, and Fratesi getting another one?
Well, I think the tie's had everything, hasn't it? Hasn't had too much of that man Anatovich, although he's said a lot from the sidelines, it's got to be said.
Today with a wine next year. To Zamaros. Here's Thuram. Gameplay battling on. De Jong. And wonderful over the two legs.
Once again, Barcelona coming with the pressure.
Committed to attack. And that's going to be a yellow for Bastoni. Pulling back on Yamal. 2 minutes and a little bit more separate Inter from the final in Munich.
2 minutes 10 seconds of regular time in second half of the extra time.
Looking for Gavi.
Can Inter hold on?
Partially cleared by
Nice.
He jumped into his man. Is there any point in saying he's like, if you get back into that technical area, it's not going to do it. De Jong. Yamal, they go wide again. Skips beyond Taremi. Gets the headed up and over by Bastoni.
Nice block
Well, he looks
by
the player
Bastoni.
most likely to get them back into the game, Barcelona. On a yellow card, Bastoni. Confirmation of that. Now Lewandowski cause a problem in the box?
Corner for Barcelona.
In it comes some more punches.
No, and Rafinha tried to go for the
Another
ball
corner for
directly, and it
Barcelona.
was nicely cleared out by Sono.
For all the glittering array of outfield players, is Sommer player of the match. Rafinha with the corner kick, nudged on.
No, nicely cleared out.
Away at the back by Tifrai.
Nicely cleared out. Nicely cleared out.
Well, I would have thought he'd been offside there, Lewandowski. Inter appeal and the flag stays down.
I think it was offside. Good decision.
Bastoni played well. Bastoni can barely walk.
Last 30
We've seen
seconds.
players like that
Let's
before.
see how much stoppage time will be added into the second half extra time. Should not be more than a minute.
Second final in 3 years.
This is the
Yamal
only
midway
chance
through,
for
well played
Barcelona. Oh,
Mediterranean.
well played,
Couldn't
well
on the
played.
ball. If he runs it down that
So
line,
they
it
have
should surely win the
stole the
tie.
ball. Wow, nice, amazing
Looking for
pass.
Pereira.
Oh, but they did not have the legs
Rafinha chased
to
back.
take the ball through. No,
And this is it now for
Barella is totally down.
Barcelona.
Down and out.
Gavi. And Femi Lopez. We're entering stoppage time at the end of extra time. It's headed away by Tifrai. There'll be 2 more minutes.
2 minutes have been
At the
added.
end of a
Final
great
2 minutes
saga
for Inter
in Champions League history. They will be talking about
to
this time for
qualify for
years
the
to come.
finals. Final 2 minutes for
Frankie de
Barcelona
Jong.
to save their season in Europe.
Here's Yamal. It's touched on and
Whoa,
away by Tifrai again.
okay,
And
okay,
Inter
relax,
defending as
relax,
if
nice,
their very souls depended
nice,
on it.
nice, nice, come on,
Rafinha
come on,
again.
Inter, you can do it, you can do it, Inter.
Femi Lopez. Clever header back in. And I think it was Tifrai who flung himself at the ball. And he was caught in there by Araujo.
What a block by Steven
Brilliant defending
Davis.
here. That is a good one. Look at that for a
Oh,
in
it
the
led
right
to a
place.
foul by Araujo, and it's a
Adjusted
free kick
himself
for
from
Inter, and I think
playing
they
to the
have done
middle of
it.
the goal, came to the near
I
post. He
think
knew where the
they
header was going
have
to go.
done it.
Really good anticipation from De Vrij. Doesn't play that many games these days. Well, throughout the second half, when Barcelona made it 2-2, you never thought that Inter were on the verge of winning this tie. They were down and out.
But here they are now, within a minute of making it through.
1 minute left. Final 1
And
minute.
maintaining this proud record of never losing a European Cup or Champions League semi-final home leg. Never lost at home against a Spanish club in a semi-final. And Tirana's played an important role there again.
And he did well just to step across the challenge of Frank de Jong. It's a foul. As you said, that must be it now.
Looking to reach a 3rd Champions League final, a 7th European Cup final if you include the old Champions Cup. And they are moments away. And what a famous and
Barcelona is not
historic
getting the
and
ball back.
epic victory all this will be. It's done!
They
It's
have done
over!
it!
But we will remember this
Inter Milan has
for
done it.
many, many years to
Yes!
come. Inter have triumphed.
They have beaten
4-3 to win it
Barcelona.
7-6.
Yes!
A tie that twisted and turned Martinez, and then the Çalhanoğlu penalty put them 2-0 up on the night. Garcia and Olmo levelled on the night and on aggregate. Rafinha put Barca ahead 3 minutes from time. Acerbi, of all people, equalised 3 minutes into stoppage time. And
Inter
Frattesi
Milan
on
players
the
are
bench
crying.
won it for Inter. What a night for Inzaghi. What a night for Inter Milan. What a night for football. Sure, Ross.
Well, you just said it. What a night for football. We saw over the 2 games one of the best performances I've seen from any player in Yamal. But we also saw a great piece of goalkeeping tonight and in the first leg from Sommer. He saved his team on numerous occasions. But what a night for football. This
What
has been
a night of
such an
football.
exciting time. A great
What
time full
a
of brilliant
game.
football.
I
Yamal
think we have
scored
not
in the
witnessed
first leg, hit the post in
this
both
such
legs.
2 legs of a
4
semi-final
times
match,
he was
semi-final in
tonight
Champions
by
League for a
Sommer.
long, long time.
His time will come, but not this year in the Champions League. For him it's tears, for Inter it's cheers, and Inter are through to Munich and the final, where Paris Saint-Germain or Arsenal will await them. They've won this one tonight, terrific scenes.
What a match it was, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I think we enjoyed this a lot. It was an
What a
enjoyable,
tie for a semi-final.
amazing,
This competition keeps on giving
amazing semi-final.
tears
No
of
one would have predicted
happiness
it.
for Inter Milan.
Fantastic,
4-3 on the
great,
night,
brilliant.
7-6 on aggregate. Jan
Thank you
Sommer,
so much for tuning in,
what
guys.
a tie.
I hope
And
you enjoyed the
Lewandowski had
stream.
a chance or two
Look
coming off
forward
in extra
to my
time. But it is Inter
upcoming
Milan
watch
who
along
go
live
through a
streams.
cherry. What a
One
hero
is
for the
definitely tomorrow
Nerazzurri.
night,
Their
then day after tomorrow,
second
which is most
final
important
in
for
3 years.
Manchester United.
Inzaghi hugging his players.
And let's see
Tears
if there is
of
a
despair
possibility
for
at the weekend.
Rafinha and company. What an
I am
effort
also
from
thinking of
Barcelona, but
holding up the
Robin,
Formula
I
One
think
race
this
live as well.
is a tie for the ages. 13
So
goals over
if
2 legs,
I can
the
get time
hunger, the
this weekend,
desire, the
Sunday,
character
I'll
that
try to stream that as well.
Inter Milan showed
Thank you so
tonight. I
much for
think it
tuning
will
in,
go
guys.
down
A
as
nice
one of the
day,
greatest
nice evening.
Champions League ties
Have
ever.
a good sleep.
13 goals,
Take care.
tears,
Bye bye.